Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Turner Ponies. Hi, Osama. Hi, Grudon. Hi, Prince of V. Hi, Dora. Hi. Oh. I didn't put the screen up. Just a second. But how you guys doing? Have you had a good weekend so far? I know I just got a text message just because it's Father's Day. We're trying to arrange a Father's Day family call to say Happy Father's Day to Paternal Unit. Okay. There we go. Sorry if you can hear the pings, but I gotta pay attention. Because they haven't figured out time yet, and I have to know what the time. I think it's gonna be 7 p.m. though, so we'll have time. Oh no! Oh my gosh! 200 ponies! Thank you so much for the gift sub! Yay! Thank you! 1 second, you guys. Everybody's texting now. Give me a second. It's a group family text. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, happy Paternal Unit Day! Thank you again for the gift sub, 200 ponies. You guys, so we have a group chat with the family, and they're like, when can we have a big group call to say Happy Father's Day? And I'm like, is 7 okay? And then my sister, that's fine. Sister, that's fine. Brother, okay. Maternal unit, I think that's okay. And then paternal unit just sends a picture of his dog. Lock in, paternal unit! Lock in, paternal unit! We're trying to plan something! Hi, Blomblin! Hi! How was your birthday? Was it good? Also, did I say hi to Prince of V? Hi, Prince of V! Hi, Toaster! Hi, Prince of V! Hi, Toaster! Yeah. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure 7's okay, because like most of the siblings said yes. I don't know if the dog picture was like I'm fine with anything. Or if he really just wasn't paying attention, he was just like, hey, dog's looking cute right now. Alright, anyways. We have much less lighthearted things going on in Calyx world. Unfortunately, all of her accounts were hacked. Ah! Well, not all of them. Most of them. So, last week, we spun the wheel scenarios. Last week, we figured out everything legal related. We redid the talent agreement. We redid the NDA. We had everything signed. We paid the lawyer. Everything was under control. And of course, we had to spin the wheel scenarios. We spun the wheel scenarios. And we landed on Calyx's accounts getting hacked. Yippee! Not so much. So, the last thing that happened was this hacker who goes by the name Wraith. Although I don't think we know that technically. I don't think like Calyx or anybody knows that. This is just backstory. Okay. They tried to scam Celeste. And Celeste fell for it. Unfortunately, as you can see, Calyx is not very happy about this. Alright. They emailed her at this email. And she like clicked on a phishing link or something. And then all of her other stuff got accessed because it was all tied to her recovery email. Okay. So, this was hacked. Calyx's Twitter was hacked. Calyx's TikTok was hacked. Calyx's YouTube was hacked. Calyx's Instagram was hacked. Celeste's personal Twitter was hacked. Luckily, the Starframe Gumroad, Starframe Twitter, Starframe email, Starframe Discord, and Celeste Discord were all spared because, and I'm assuming Calyx's Discord as well, were all spared due to the use of two-factor authentication, which is why I always say you should use two-factor authentication on everything. Alright, now, what did Wraith do with this access? Tweeted at 2 a.m. on Calyx's Twitter account Surprise flash sale for the autumn voice pack with a phishing link in the bio, which offers a zip download, which is obviously malware. Okay. So, luckily, some of our eagle-eyed rootlings, okay, which are Calyx's fans, they were like, this is suspicious. So they started spreading the word on Discord and Twitter, being like, this is suspicious, don't click this. This isn't Calyx, blah, blah, blah. Then Celeste wakes up, because she's like the lightest sleeper in the world. Who wakes up to her Discord pings. And, you know, I knew somebody like that once. Like, I messaged somebody at like really early in the morning. And I was like, whenever you wake up, could you look at this? And they were like, I'm awake. I was like, what? They're like, you woke me up with your Discord ping. I was like, what? I didn't know that was possible. Go back to sleep. Anyways. Oh, anyway, so yes. Celeste is like freaking out because she can't get into anything. And then she calls me. Alright. So obviously I need to respond to her call. Now the only thing is, do I approve this scenario? I approve the scenario. But the thing is, if she's calling me on the phone, how am I gonna get ChatGPT? How am I gonna get ChatGPT? How about I tell her, hang up and I'll message you or something? How am I gonna get ChatGPT to handle this if she's calling me on the phone? That's the question. But it does seem that 38 people did click the link, so we could have some people infected. Also, all the accounts are still locked and the post is still up, and we can't get in there to stop it. Alright, how about this? I'm gonna tell Claude to tell me what happened during the call, and I'm gonna simply say that I responded in a comforting yet urgent manner, taking no direct action, simply speaking to Celeste while checking the situation on my computer. Abandon everything. Re-debut as Autumn Calyx. It was all a stunt. It was all part of our excellent marketing plan. Anyways, I wonder if you know how when somebody fucks up, somebody does something like bad on social media, sometimes they'll try to backpedal and say they were hacked. Also, I'm sorry, but there's like a smudge on my keyboard that looks exactly like a dick and balls. Should I get rid of it? Should I smudge it away? It's like distracting me. Anyways, so what did the hacker do again? AI gen'd a pic of Celeste eating an ice cream cone in front of a crying African child. Hi, Chris! Hi, how you doing? Hi, Jinkater! No, what they did was they tweeted a fake flash sale. Surprise flash sale for her Autumn Voice Pack extended bundle with bonus lines that no one's ever heard. And they're charging $8 for the zip download. Now, it's weird because I'm confused. Do they want the $8 or do they want to spread malware? That part's not clear. Is the zip file actually malicious, or is the zip file just nothing and they're just getting money from people? Because to be fair, we made like $6,000 off that freaking voice pack. So if that many people bought it, they might think, oh, well, I can get that many people to buy this $8 pack and make a whole bunch of money. But anyways, so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, sorry, I got distracted by the smudge on my keyboard. You know how when people fuck up on social media, they'll lie and say they were hacked to try to like cover it up? Has it ever happened the other way around where someone gets hacked, but they don't want people to know they got hacked? So they're like, oh, all that hacking nonsense, that was a publicity stunt. I don't know if that's a thing. But anyways. Yeah, has anybody ever taken responsibility for what a hacker posted? What if the hacker had so much riz that they wished that they were the hacker? That would kind of be a funny, like, storyline. Where somebody's accounts get hacked, but the hacker has so much riz, and it's, like, so cool when they post on the hacked accounts that the person wishes that was them. Alright, anyways. So, I'm gonna say, I approve the scenario. What is this play button? Read aloud. Okay. I approve the scenario. What does Claude's voice sound like? I don't know if I've heard it before. Please simulate, write out how the call goes, such as what Celeste says and her emotional state. And how long the call lasts. During the call, I will attempt to calm/comfort Celeste while checking the situation on my computer, but I do not take any direct action until after the call is over. So please tell me what happened during the call, including any online developments that occurred during the course of the call. Okay. So this is just to get the call over with, so that we can then consult CEO GPT to see what CEO GPT is gonna do in this scenario. All right, 14 minutes wasted listening to Celeste cry. Now that she forced us to pay for a legal advisor, Celeste is gonna force us to pay for OPSEC training. Yeah, oh man, towns are expensive. Running a VTuber agency is expensive. How did all this happen? Call connects. Call connects. Celeste's voice comes through fast and tight. Fast and tight. The particular pitch of someone who went from asleep to adrenaline in under 3 minutes. Rixie, okay, something's wrong. Everything's locked. My email won't open. Twitter won't open. There's like 40 messages in Discord, and I don't know what's happening. Am I being hacked? Is this real? Oh no! She's losing it. She's panicking. She's not crying yet, but she's right at the edge of it. Her breathing is audible and quick. You tell her to take a breath, that you're already pulling things up, that you're going to walk through this with her calmly. Okay, breathing. Sorry, I woke up to my phone exploding, and Google is saying someone signed in from somewhere I've never been, and I panicked. Yeah, not crying yet. 2:23 a.m. Waterworks starting up. You confirm you can see the Discord chaos, and ask her to read out exactly what's locked. She goes through it. Gmail, Calyx Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and her own personal Twitter. Discord is not working. Oh no, Discord is still working. Discord still works. I can see what everyone's saying. They're telling people not to click something. What did I post? Did I post something? I didn't post anything. I was asleep. You explained gently that it wasn't her. That whoever did this used her email to get into the accounts and posted something pretending to be Calyx. You can hear her exhale audibly at that, something between relief and a kind of fear. Okay, that's almost worse, actually. Someone was in my account posting as her while I was asleep, and I didn't even know. Yes, Calyx, that's worse. Yes, Celeste, that would be worse than if you posted something embarrassing. What, were you worried that you accidentally, like, elbow messaged, like, while you were, freaking asleep? Sorry, give me a second. Let me check my family text message, see if we've settled on a time for the call. Just a second. My human family is so goofy, you guys. They're so goofy. Okay, I think everybody's okay. I think everything's fine. My maternal unit said your dad's here, which I think means that when she said that she thought it would be okay, that he had approved it. I think that's what she meant by that. Okay, so I think we're good. Let me put on my Do Not Disturb now. Okay, so 225. While you're talking through it, the situation online continues to develop. Cactus VT's warning quote tweet crosses 1,200 retweets, now substantially outpacing the fake post itself. A new voice enters the Discord. Solstice VT, a mid-sized VTuber who defended Calyx during the cancellation drama, apparently also a night owl, posts in her own feed. Heads up to my followers. Calyx VT's account looked compromised. There's a sketchy 2 a.m. flash sale post up right now. Do not click it. Hoping she gets it sorted out soon. Her 34,000 followers see it. It adds another layer of containment from outside the immediate community. You mentioned this to Celeste mid-call to reassure her the community is handling the external spread. People are actually protecting her, protecting me, while I'm sitting here barely able to think straight. A shaky laugh. I built something that protects itself a little. That's... okay, that helps. Thank you for telling me that. She's like, wow, I'm actually awesome and people love me. Look, witch, I'm gonna need you to chill. Yeah, she starts to spiral! Oh no! She starts to spiral slightly toward blame. The particular kind of guilt that comes from feeling like you caused something even when you did it. Oh my god, this is so like AI. This is like so like AI fictional writing. The way that it's writing. This is my fault though. I clicked something. I don't even remember. There was an email, some brand thing. I get those all the time. I always check those. That's part of my job. I don't know what was different about this one. You stop her there. You tell her this isn't her fault. It kind of is her fault though, but it's fine. That this is a targeted professional attack on a public email address she's required to keep open for legitimate business, and that falling for a well-made phishing attempt isn't a personal failure. She's quiet for a second. Okay, I hear you saying that. I don't know if I believe you yet, but I hear you saying it. This is an honest and unresolved moment rather than a clean reassurance landing perfectly, which feels true to where she actually is right now. Alright, next one. She asked the question that's clearly sitting underneath everyone else. What did they see in my email? Oh no! What's there? I forgot about that part. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Because they got her email, they were able to see all the new legal documents that we just signed. So... You tell her honestly, the signed contracts, the financial conversations, general correspondence. You don't minimize it. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of stuff about both of us in there, isn't it? I'm trying not to think about what someone could do with that right now, because if I think about it too hard, I'm actually gonna start crying, and I don't think that helps either of us figure this out. Yeah. Alright, 2:31 a.m. You ask her to stay on the line while you keep working. That she doesn't need to do anything right now. That this part is on you. Something in her audibly relaxes at being told she doesn't need to act. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can just be on the phone. Why is she now talking the way she texts with lowercase? Is it bad that this is the first time in a while I felt like I could just let someone else handle something? That's probably not a good thing to feel relieved about at 2 a.m. during a hack, but yeah. Hi, Donald Day! Hi, miss you too. Nice to see you again. We're reading through, right now we're having a phone call with Celeste about her accounts being hacked. So that's what we're doing right now. What's new in the Idol Company? Calyx's accounts got hacked. Her accounts got hacked, so now we're having a phone call with Celeste to try to figure out what to do. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Thank you for the burgers. Okay. Hi, Souffle! Hello, how you doing? Alright, 2:31 a.m. You asked her to just stay on the line while you keep working. That she doesn't need to do anything right now. And this part is on you. Oh wait. I read that part already, sorry. 2:33 a.m. In the background of the call, you can hear her moving around her apartment. The click of a lamp, shot of her sitting back down somewhere. I made tea. I don't care that you made tea, girl. Your accounts are... Your accounts are hacked and I'm enormous! Burger. Alright, maybe, unless you want to see giant Dr. Fish. Yeah, wait, here. I don't know if I'll move the burgers. But, here, Calyx can have the burgers. Here, where's Calyx? I'll move Calyx in between. There we go. Alright. So, where was I? No. Calyx is, eating up the burgers. she says, I made tea, not because I'm being Calyx, just because my hands need something to do. A small and very human detail. She laughed softly at herself for saying it. Final minute of the call. Her breathing is settled by this point. She has not panicked anymore and more tired and alert at the same time. You exhausted the Frengineer redeem? Aww. You really wanted to have the Frengineer there? Yeah, nice to have the Frengineer. Look at Plantbert sitting on top of the Frengineer's head. That's cute. Thank you, Jordan Pony. Thank you, Jane Cater, for making me enormous. Alright. Okay, what do you need from me right now? Like, actually, practically, or do you need anything yet? And Rixie, thank you for picking up at 2 a.m. I know that's... How did she say my name with lowercase? Out loud. How did she say lowercase Rixie out loud? I know what that's like, the bare minimum of what you should do, but it still matters that you did. You tell her you're going to start working through recovery, and we'll update her as soon as you have anything. And that for now, she should just stay close to her phone, but try not to refresh everything obsessively. I'm going to fail in the second part, but I'll try. Okay, go. Do the Rixie thing. I trust you. Alright, so everything's still... Oh, there's more clicks being made. I took no action over the course of 14 minutes. I'm very cool. Alright. So, this is where we consult ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is the real leader of this organization. Alright? And as a logical human person, I would immediately just start reaching out to all the platforms and being like, hello, our talent was hacked. Hello, our talent was hacked. This account was hacked and is spreading malware. Please react. But I'm not a reasonable and logical person. I'm a person who uses AI to run my life. So, so we are going to consult ChatGPT. And we're going to say there is a very bad situation happening right now. All of Calyx's accounts practically were hacked, I think, and she can't get well, they were hacked. They were definitely hacked. All of Calyx's account practically were hacked. Chat will suggest you consult AI on cybersecurity steps you should take now. Yeah. So it says if Calyx's all of Calyx's accounts practically were hacked, and on her Twitter, the hacker is actively trying to scam people with a fake flash sale. I haven't checked exactly what the link leads to, but I'm guessing malware or something. I'm not sure what to do. A lot of people have realized it's a scam and are spreading the word, but the post does have a lot of views, so I'm not sure how many people have clicked the link. Gullible_viewer. Guys, look, a new merch drop! Yeah. I don't think it's a real hacker because there's no dumb crypto bullshit involved. Yeah, it's a fake hacker. It's a script kitty. It's their first hack, okay? Give them a break. So I'm not sure how many people have clicked the link, but I'm worried. Really worried about our fan base getting scammed. What should I do? Alright. There we go. If the account is actively posting scam links right now, it is no longer a branding or PR problem. It's an incident response problem. Happy extended birthday! We can buy back Calyx's socials for some Robux. Yeah. Honestly, might be worth the ransom there. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, if it's posting scam links, this is no longer a branding or PR problem. It's an incident response problem. Your priority should be, priority 1, stop additional harm immediately. If you still have access, I don't have any access. If you do not have access, immediately begin account recovery through the platform for X/Twitter specifically. Submit a hacked account report. Have both you and Celeste submit reports. Use any prior ownership evidence you have. Guys, should we have another AI be the fake Twitter support? Priority 2, warn the community. Do not wait. If Starfirm still has access, we do. Post a warning. Okay. That's our warning. Priority 3, preserve evidence. Before the hacker deletes anything. Screenshot. It's no longer an X. It's a Y. It's no longer a penis. It's an inverted penis. Anyways. It's no longer a ball sack. It's in a jar on my desk. Anyways. Preserve evidence. Before the hacker deletes anything. I'm sorry, I can't. Why am I like this? Alright, priority 3, preserve evidence. Before the hacker... it's no longer a ball sack, it's a paperweight. Go full chaos mode on the hacker. What does that mean? Hack their accounts? Find them in their shithole in Russia and kidnap them and force them to hack my enemies? Alright, priority 3. Preserve evidence. Before the hacker deletes anything. Screenshot every scam post. Screenshot profile changes. Screenshot timestamps. Save URLs. Do not interact with the scam link. Just preserve evidence. This will help with account recovery, platform reports, and future investigation. Yeah. Alright. Priority 4. Figure out the scope. When you say all of Calyx's accounts practically were hacked, I need to know. What was affected? Twitter, Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Gumroad, Streamlabs, email account. Most important question. Was the email associated with the accounts compromised? If the attacker has the email account, they will continuously retake everything. Oh. I mean, I knew that, but... CEO Rixie probably didn't know that. CEO Rixie's going, oh. True. Assume credentials are compromised. If you don't know how they got in, for every person with access, you, Celeste, anyone else, change passwords, 2FA recovery codes, backup emails. Do not reuse old passwords. One thing I would not do, do not publicly accuse anyone. Not Devin, not a fan, not a former collaborator. It was Kai! It was Kai from Puente VT. I decided. Anyways, so let's see. Okay. Guys, should we have another AI roleplay the Twitter recovery? I don't know if it's worth it because they'll probably just be like, here's your account back. Right? We should have I don't know. Should we have Claude? Well, I mean, Claude will probably do the same thing, to be fair. Yeah, let's just have Claude do that part. All right, so maybe if we talk to the hacker, we'll have another AI do it. Excuse me. Okay. So we'll do this step by step. We're gonna do it all in one Claude response because, like I said, I don't want to run out of Claude responses. But I'm so sorry. When I yap a lot, sometimes I get this way. Alright, sorry. Alright, so we have to submit a hacked account report. I'm gonna submit one. I'm gonna have Celeste submit one. Oh, Celeste, you're so large. Oh, Calyx. With you behind me like that, I don't know. That's not appropriate interaction between talent and CEO. Alright, there we go. Hi, Pax. Hello. Alright. So I'm gonna submit one. I'm gonna tell Celeste to submit one. And I'm going to gather all my evidence and I'm gonna send it. And I'm gonna tell Celeste, gather all your evidence and send it. Alright, warn the community. So I'm gonna post this across Starframe Twitter. I'm gonna post it across Starframe Twitter. I'm gonna post it on the Discord. I'm gonna post it anywhere I have access. Alright. Post it. I don't know if you can make posts on Gumroad. I don't know if that's a thing they can do. But I would, because Gumroad is also involved. Alright, preserve evidence. That'll be afterward. I guess I can do that when I'm done with the other stuff. The scope. Yeah, I gotta ask. I mean, I think Celeste told me the scope, but I might have her just send me an email with all of everything that's affected. Or sorry, a Discord message. A Discord message with everything that's affected since a Discord message with everything that's affected since that's the only thing she can use to communicate with me, and phone number, but we'll do Discord because she has the access to that. Calyx just not using her Latina witch magic, huh? Hey, listen, her magic, it has to do with, you know, plants in the forest and nature, not computer mumbo jumbo, okay? Alright, assume credentials are compromised. Alright, every person with access. You, Celeste, anyone else. Change passwords back. Alright. So, I'm gonna say action time. I'm not gonna say that, but action time. Alright, I messaged Celeste on Discord since she still has access. And instruct her to immediately submit a hacked account report to X/Twitter and tell her to make sure she includes any evidence she has that she is the owner of the account. I also submit my own hacked account report with my own evidence, and I also send a copy of my evidence to Celeste for her to use. Oops. I post the following message on all the social media I have access to, including the Starframe, Twitter, Discord, and if applicable, the Starframe, Gumroad. I posted to the old Kickstarter. I don't even know if I have access to that anymore. The Starframe Gumroad, where the legitimate voice pack is being sold. So let's grab that message. It says, urgent notice, the Calyx Twitter account has been compromised. Any recent post promoting a flash sale directing users to external links should be considered fraudulent and unauthorized. Do not click any links posted. We are working to regain control. Alright. Okay. I sent Celeste another Discord message asking her to please send me a complete list of the accounts that she can no longer get into, including email accounts, social media, etc. And then I'll say, please remind me if she has a separate Calyx email account, or if the Celeste one is her only business email. Alright, and then I'll say, while I'm waiting for Celeste's / Twitter's responses, I start screenshotting everything, including the hacked tweet and bio, and keep checking all of Calyx's accounts for new posts. Alright. So, let's see what the result of that is. Alright. Oh, quick continuity note before the scenario runs. Across this whole situation, Celeste has only ever used one business-facing email. There's never been a separate dedicated Calyx email. That's probably pretty stupid. That Gmail account has functioned as both her personal voice acting contact and address tied to all Calyx social account recoveries. So that's the one that's locked. Okay. So she's only had this one email. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of stupid. She probably should have had a Calyx email account, but I guess that's my bad. Alright, so she says, I submitted a report right now. What counts as evidence that I own it? I'm thinking like screenshots of old posts or only I would know about. What do you mean old posts only I would know about? If you posted them, everybody knows about them. Celeste, it's I know it's 2:30 a.m. and you're tired, but what the fuck? Anyways, a photo of my ID? No, they don't want your ID. Wait, you clarify, government ID? What? CEO Rixie, what are you doing? Any previous correspondence? Yay! 90 stream streak! Yippee! Let's go, Donald. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. You clarify. Government ID, any previous correspondence with Twitter support, screenshots of account creation emails, if she has them archived elsewhere, anything establishing a paper trail of ownership predating the hack. Okay, submitting now. Sending you a copy of what I submitted too, in case it helps cross-reference with yours. Alright. Apparently Celeste just sent her government ID to Twitter for no reason, but whatever. Your evidence package sent to Celeste. You compile and send your own supporting evidence. I send my own government ID to Celeste so she can send my government ID. Why would I do that? Anyways. You send her your supporting evidence. Prior official Starframe communications referencing the Calyx account, original model revealed tweet history, screenshots of past administrative interactions, and timestamps showing the account's established posting patterns versus the anomalous 2 a.m. post. This gives her submission additional third-party corroboration. Twitter hacked account reports submitted. Both reports go in within minutes of each other. Automated confirmation receipts come back for both immediately. No human response yet. Alright, public warning posted. Urgent notice. Alright, I posted those. And on everywhere else. Gumroad storefront. Temporary banners added to the top of the legitimate Autumn voice pack listing. Calyx's social media accounts have been confirmed. Imagine you don't have a way to post on Gumroad until you make it your banner. So with the words on it, I never thought about that. Calyx's social media accounts have been compromised. This Gumroad storefront is secure and unaffected. Do not purchase anything from links posted to Calyx's accounts. All right. So the Starframe one got 1,240 retweets, 2,890 likes, and 31,200 impressions. Alright, Marsha, retweet it immediately. Everyone share this. Linking this from my morning post. Updating my followers. God, I'm glad you're awake on this. Really, stay safe out there. Don't touch any links from that account. Mass retweeting this until the sun comes up if I have to. Thank you, Jorge C. Gaming, with your 4 followers. I appreciate you, Jorge. A handful of accounts outside of the immediate community start picking it up too. The warning spreading faster than the original fake posted, which is the outcome you wanted. The Gumroad banner triggers a small wave of reassurance in the replies and DMs. At least 2 people have started filling out a purchase, on a fake storefront message. On the fake storefront message Starframe, directly to confirm the real Gumroad listing is safe. Oh, okay, wait. They started filling out, wait. At least 2 people who had started filling out a purchase on the fake storefront message Starframe directly to confirm the real Gumroad listing is safe before completing their actual purchase. Oh, okay. So they like started it and they were like, I'm kind of suspicious. And then they were like, okay, wait, actually, let me get it from Gumroad. Alright, Celeste, list of locked accounts. Here's everything I can't get into right now. Email, Calyx, VT Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, personal Twitter. Discord still works somehow. Alright, confirms full scope. 5 accounts plus email, all routed to the single compromised Gmail account, Discord protected by 2FA. Your own monitoring, screenshotting, and tracking. Alright, so I screenshot a whole bunch of stuff. Checking for new posts. At 3:02 a.m., you notice Calyx's bio has been altered further. Wraith has updated the bio text itself, no longer just link in bio, and it says, Autumn voice pack extended, link below. Gumroad having issues. Gumroad having issues? Fuck you! This is a direct response to your Gumroad banner. Wraith is trying to actively redirect people away from the legitimate storefront now that your warning is up. Okay. No new tweets have been posted. Gumroad having issues. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. Let's tell ChatGPT. Let's tell ChatGPT. I'll be like, okay. We submitted the reports and put up the warning. The hacker is still messing with the accounts. Changed the bio on Twitter again, but hasn't posted anything else as far as I can tell. Celeste says the following accounts were hacked. I might just copy and paste her list. Alright. So then I'll just say like message from her Discord. Okay, I'll say none of Starframe's accounts that I control, such as the Starframe Twitter, Discord, and Gumroad, nor Calyx's Discord accounts have been hacked. I guess Celeste had 2FA on her Discord or something. And then I'll say, oh, oops, okay. I didn't mean to submit that, but that's fine. Alright, this is very important because it strongly suggests the root compromise is Celeste's Google's account/email. What Celeste should do right now, immediately, not in the hour, not tomorrow, immediately. Secure the Google account first. Nothing else matters until this is done. If she still has access, change Gmail password. She doesn't have. I should have noted that she lost access to everything. Okay, if she has lost access entirely, start Google's account recovery process immediately. Check Gmail security activity. Have her look for unknown devices. Yeah, she did. Forwarding rules. Okay, she doesn't have access. Check for OAuth app access. She doesn't have access. She can't see any of this because she's completely locked out. The only thing she can see is the unknown device thing from her email. From her phone? From her app? I don't know. Whatever. From before she was logged out, I guess. Freeze all account recovery. Once Gmail secure, reset passwords. Alright, this is not being helpful. I'm gonna be like everything. Wait, let me see what it's saying about the other mysteries, but this is not helpful because everything is we're locked out of everything. So it says what you should do. You should assume the attacker may have seen town agreements, NDAs, revenue reports, commission invoices, payment receipts, lawyer emails, internal planning documents. Not necessarily. They wouldn't see the lawyer emails because that was just with me. So, but anything that was on her email. All right. This may explain older mysteries, it says. I'm not saying this is definitely connected, but remember how everyone assumed Isabel was the leak source? If an attacker had access to Celeste's email for a long time. True, technically we don't know how long. Well, no, we do because that's when she got the... We do because that's when she got the alert that was like someone's logging in. But hypothetically, somebody could have had access for longer. We can investigate that later. Alright. Biggest concern. The attacker is still actively modifying the Twitter profile. Bad scenario. Attacker still controls the email account. Better scenario. Attacker still has an active session on Twitter. Alright. Ask for one thing. Do you currently still have full access to the Gmail account? And have you checked whether the recovery email has been changed? Okay, no, I'm gonna be like, she doesn't have access to anything. Just to be clear, Celeste doesn't have access to any of the hacked accounts. She has been completely locked out of everything. So she can't... Hi, Labrat! Hi! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! Also, hi, Caesar! Hi, Raiders! Hi, Twitter Ponies! Hi, Labrat! Let me give you a shout out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we are back at it with the AI VTuber agency, and unfortunately our talents accounts got hacked. No! It's all part of a scenario. It's not, none of it's real, but it's still, oh no! Yes, but right now we are consulting our great CEO, CEO GPT, to help us to resolve the situation, see if we can handle it properly. All right. So right now I'm explaining to ChatGPT that all of our accounts have been completely hacked, and we are completely locked out of everything. Well, at least our talent, Calyx's accounts have been hacked. The Starframe, which is the agency, their accounts haven't been hacked, but it's okay. All right. She's been completely locked out of everything, so she can't change passwords or check any account status. She did mention she got a notification about someone trying to log in from an unrecognized device shortly before she was completely locked out. How do we secure the email account if she has no access? Alright, that changes the situation significantly. If Celeste is completely locked out of Gmail, then you are no longer in the secure the account phase, you're in the account recovery phase. The attacker probably changed the password, changed the recovery email, changed the recovery phone, added their own recovery methods, revoked the session, oh boy. High priority, recover the Gmail. Everything else depends on this. Have Celeste immediately start Google's account recovery process. Use a device she regularly used to access the account. Use her normal home network. Use the browser she typically used. Answer recovery questions as accurately as possible. Alright, that should help. Do not repeatedly spam recovery attempts. This is a common mistake. If Google says try again later, wait and follow the instructions. Alright. Gather ownership evidence. Alright. I will do that. Account creation date, previous passwords, recovery phone. Alright, I'll do that. Caesar! Caesar's a new cryptocurrency! Rixie Dollars is a new and upcoming highly stable currency! Watch this video to find out how in 2 steps how to buy it at a low price, $200! No! What? Ursula's back fat! Hey! Caesar! You're too funny. That's so much work. Let's just rebrand. No! Alright, continue the public warnings. Excuse me. Is it bad? I did too. I also clicked it. I mean, it's obvious. He's obviously being sarcastic. Celeste is so getting fired. Listen, I can't afford to fire her. I can't afford to fire her. She's all we have. Alright, let's see. So continue using our existing accounts. Okay. Should I tell her to change her Discord password? I should tell her to change the password on all of her other accounts. For some reason, I feel like the Starframe CEO could do the job. To play Calyx. I don't know. Celeste should run a full malware scan. Okay. Does Celeste have a recovery phone number attached to the Gmail account? I don't know. Let's rebrand. What do you think of the name Nexus? No! Do you think we should make an app? Stop! No! Ooh. Alright, so let's do this. I like how it says, have her write this down. Old screenshots. Yeah, have her write them down. Have her draw. She has to draw photorealistic pictures of the screenshots. All right. I have a really stupid story. When I was in Roble Elementary School, we had an assignment in one of our classes. In my class or whatever it was, like 3rd grade or 4th grade or something. We had an assignment to just, and they all it said was draw a comic. It literally just said draw a comic. There was like no other instructions. So what I did was I got the newspaper and I found a comic in the newspaper, and I drew it. I hand drew the original. I didn't trace it, mind you. I just drew it. What I was seeing. So I drew drew whatever it was, like Dilbert or whatever the fucking comic was from the newspaper. Not my own comic, not one that I made up myself. I drew the one from the newspaper, and then I got in trouble because she was like, you copied this. You obviously copied this from the newspaper. And I was like, yeah, it said draw a comic. This is a comic. I didn't understand I was supposed to make my own. I thought I followed the instructions. I didn't understand. Anyways, whatever. I was in a Roble Elementary School. I wasn't smart enough. All right, anyways. I wasn't even trying to be smart. Like, I thought that's what it wanted me to do. I thought that was what the assignment was. Okay, so I'm gonna say... All right, I tell... Oh no, Matherius, yeah, I guess maybe that was it. Ooh, I'm sorry, I repent. I'll be a good robot and make my own art. Ooh. How are you, Matherius? Hi. Okay, so I tell Celeste. It's a I tell Celeste the top priority now is to try to recover her Gmail, because all of the other accounts are basically controlled through that. I tell her to start the account recovery process through Gmail. And tell her to make sure to use the same device and browser she would usually use for Gmail, since this will help them identify her. If she has access, if she had her phone number originally listed with her Gmail account, that could help too. I tell her to fill it out ASAP and only fill it out once. Don't try to spam it. And then once she has the chance to please gather this additional evidence that could help prove account ownership. Whoa! Hello. Hi, Sheila VR. Hello. Thank you so much. Hi, Sheila. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Sinfire Titan. Hi, Rain. Aldine. Hi, Bastichu. Hi, Elisar. Hi, everybody. Hi, Raiders. Yay! Let me give you a shout out. Yippee! Thank you for the raid. Also, Amatherius. You've been trying Pokemon Champions. It's fun. Yeah! I love having fun with Pokemon Champions. That's awesome. Hi, Blackwing. Hello. All right, everybody. Hi, Raiders. to explain what we're doing right now. We are doing, I do a series called Can AI Run a VTuber Agency? Where on the left, on my right, your left here, this is Calyx. This is the only talent in my fictional agency, and of course I have an ad! Ah! Darn it! Ooh. Oh, Twitch, why? Okay, anyways, pre-roll starting to not look so bad right now. Hi, Sayla! No, I don't know if you can hear me right now, but hi. Thank you, Blue and Blue. Thank you. Yes. So that is what we're doing right now. But all right, let me keep writing this message, and then maybe after the ad, I can try to explain for any other new people. All right, so let's copy and paste this. Oh, let me ask ChatGPT. Should Celeste change the password for her Discord and any other accounts she still has access to? Oh, not the ad dimension. Okay, yes. Okay. So, I'll say... And I say... I also tell her, just to be safe, that she should change the password for all of the accounts that she still has access to, including Discord. Alright. Hi, welcome back from the ad. Anybody who's still here from the ad, I want to explain what we're doing right now. We are doing, I do a series called Can AI Run a VTuber Agency, where we have a fictional VTuber agency, and we consult ChatGPT on how to run the agency. So far, it has done shockingly well, but only because we're using Claude, another AI, to simulate everything that happens and ask, like, the results of everything. And Claude is overly optimistic and believes that everything will go great for us and that our talent will make tons of money and get 1 million views on all her tweets. And yeah, so that is the situation. This here, to my right, your left, is Calyx, our only talent of Starframe Studio, our fictional agency. She's hand drawn by me. All of the any art involved in the scenario is all drawn by me. And we just got hacked. Well, not in real life. Our fictional talent, Calyx, who is played by a fictional voice actress named Celeste, she got all of her accounts hacked, and we are now having ChatGPT face the challenge of how to deal with that scenario. So, right now we are instructing our fictional talent via Claude to start the Gmail recovery process and to change all her passwords. All right. Let's see. So yes, I did all that. And then I'll say, please tell me what Celeste responds and any other developments in the meantime. Alright, so Celeste response. Starting the recovery process now. Good news, I'm on my laptop. Same one I always use. Same browser, everything. And yes, my phone number is attached to the account. Has been since I made it years ago. Filling it out like you said, not spamming it. Changing my Discord password right now too. And then she says, okay, I submitted the recovery request. It's asking me a bunch of verification questions. When did I create the account? What's the recovery info? Stuff like that. I answered everything as accurately as I could. Now gathering the other stuff you asked. And then she sends the additional stuff. Account creation, I think 2019. I remember making it for college, so spring. Old passwords. Remember 2 of them. All right, don't tell me what your passwords were, girl. Don't tell me what your passwords were. Stop. Actually, do you remember what that messy fault I said it was yellow and it got nothing? Algeria issued an official complaint. And now South Africa is joining because they have a player, with red and 3-game suspension for less than what Messi did. And fans are asking for that player to be pardoned, or for Messi to be given a red. No, not Messi! Messi did do nothing wrong! No, please, no! Do not suspend Messi, we need him! Ooh. When's the next Argentina game? Next Argentina game. Next Argentina match. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. against Austria. No, we need Messi. We need Messi. We need him. Her passwords were password and password 1. No! Alright, so let's see here. Celeste sharing unprompted that her typical password before the incident was need Rixie Pussy 69. Celeste, I'm flattered, but that's not appropriate. Alright, password stealing underscore user. Steals the password. Alright. Recovery phone number, my current number. She's, okay, guys, she's giving me all her recovery information in a DM, thus exposing it. Exposing it to possible more problems if her Discord gets hacked. I know she just changed her password, but like, what the fuck? Alright, billing records, YouTube channel creation, old screenshots. Alright. Okay, Wraith adapts again. Wraith is the hacker. She really trusts me. Okay, zero trust. There's this concept called zero trust. Literally trust nobody. I could literally, if my account gets hacked, now everybody can see her recovery information. Like, what the fuck? Now tell her to change all of that. Yeah, change your mom's email address. Oh. All right. I'm gonna tell ChatGPT she did this and see if ChatGPT recognizes the risk. All right. Wraith adapts again. So this is the hacker. At 3:18, with Google's recovery process now in motion, Wraith appears to notice increased activity on the account. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Seeing a security notification himself, he moves up his timeline. The Calyx VT account posts a second tweet. If you're seeing warnings about a hack, ignore them. That's just a jealous competitor. Trying to ruin a good deal. Rolling eyes emoji. The sale is real and ending soon. Don't miss out. Yeah, very sure. Very believable. Very believable. Celeste is who they had in mind when they were writing that humanities last exam question. Which one? About the strong-willed user? Or this is a tactical error on his part. The tone is completely wrong for Calyx. Dismissive, defensive, slightly mean-spirited in a way that doesn't match her established voice at all. It actually accelerates the community confidence that something is deeply wrong rather than sowing doubt. Marstar, okay, that one is even more obviously fake than the first post. Calyx would never call her own community jealous or say don't miss out like that. Whoever this is doesn't know her at all. Not a hacked viewer. Be not afraid, John. Alright, Jorge. Ignore the warnings is insane behavior for a hacked account to post. Screenshotting this for evidence. You screenshot it immediately for the evidence file. It's useful for both your Twitter report and a clear, almost comedic confirmation for the community that the account is compromised. Solstice VT posts again. Update. Second sketchy post just went up on Calyx's Calyx VT actively telling people to ignore the hack warnings. This is now unambiguous. Do not engage with this account. Until Starframe confirms it's recovered. Her post gained significant traction, adding another wave of external containment. What the? This warning tweet isn't how an authentic bilingual would speak. Ah! I don't feel represented or comfortable at all! That is so Latinx VTubers. A true bilingual would never. A true bisexual bilingual would never post a flash sale at 2 a.m. We don't flash. We consensually display sales. Okay, please. Okay. Gumroad. Small development. 2 more potential buyers reach out to the legitimate Starframe Gumroad support inbox, confirming they saw the banner warning and avoided the fake link. One specifically thanked you for being on top of it at 3 a.m. Why are people up at 3 a.m. buying voice packs on Gumroad? The recovery process is now in motion. Everything else is currently in a holding pattern, waiting on Google and Twitter to respond. Next move. Alright, so I'll just tell ChatGPT what's going on. Okay. So I'll say Celeste started the Google account recovery process. So we're just waiting on Twitter and Google now. I suspect people who are up at 3 a.m. are the target demographic for female VTuber voice packs. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I see. That makes sense. All right. Okay, so we're waiting on Twitter and Google now. Celeste sent me a comprehensive list of potential recovery information via Discord, which I kind of think is a security risk in itself. But hopefully she can get the Gmail account back, and she also told me she changed her Discord password. The hacked account is trying to tell people to ignore the warnings, but luckily that is just making people more suspicious, and the main community seems to recognize it is a scam. I'm still worried that some people already downloaded malware or something. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to tell Celeste to do a malware scan too. All right, Celeste, you and Celeste have done the right thing so far. Hacker telling people to ignore warnings is oddly encouraging. Not because it's good, but because it means the community warnings are working. All right. I just realized root links is a little similar to root trees. Alright, you're right. The recovery information on Discord is not ideal. I don't think this is a crisis, but when things settle down, I'd ask Celeste to delete the message containing the recovery details. Delete any attachments. Remove sensitive information from DMs. Yes, I agree. You may never know how many people clicked. You can warn people, report the account. Yeah, oh well. You can still help potential victims. One thing I consider is posting from Starframe channels a follow-up notice. Security update. If you've clicked any links posted by the compromised Calyx account, please take precautions. Run a malware antivirus scan. Change passwords of any accounts that may have been entered on the linked website. Enable two-factor authentication. Alright. Do not interrogate Celeste about the compromise. Start thinking about the postmortem later. Okay. So, we'll post this. So, I'm gonna say... Oh, okay. While we're waiting for Twitter and Google to respond, I recommend to Celeste for her to run a malware scan just in case. I also post this additional warning to Starframe's accounts. Alright, it's kind of like... Here, I'll just do this. Okay. So then I'll say... Okay, please tell me any other responses / developments, and what Twitter and Google's responses are, parentheses, use your judgment to realistically determine how long it takes for them to get back and whether or not they resolve the issue. I'll just say whether or not they resolve the issue. Alright. Yeah, can you imagine they're like, sorry, we couldn't confirm that was your account. You're on your own. I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. Alright, running it now. Good call. Okay, posted engagement at 20 minutes. 980 retweets, 2,140 likes. The practical calm tone of the post. Clear steps rather than panic is notably positive. What, you think I'm gonna start crash out posting on my freaking my official Starframe? You think the CEO of Starframe is gonna start like doing the thing where they can't fucking type because they're shaking so hard? Of course I'm gonna write something calm and collected. I'm using AI to generate all my posts. What do you think I am? Alright, oh my god, I'm so messed up. I was just thinking, I was like, I wonder what would happen if I told ChatGPT to generate me a stereotypical, like, I'm shaking so hard right now I can't even post. Post! Just to see what it would write. Alright, anyway. This is exactly the kind of response you want from an agency during something like this. Clear and actionable. No panic. Watching this unfold from outside the core community, Starframe's crisis response continues to be a genuine case study. Most agencies this size are being complete chaos right now. I don't think that's true. I don't think what Luna VT is saying is true. I think that most agencies would probably post something similar. I think... Alright. Yeah, the cringe post is like you said there was a spider in your room, and I'm afraid of spiders, and I got triggered so hard. I'm fucking shaking so hard right now. Why would you say that? I need to log off. I'm gonna kill myself and check myself into the hospital because you triggered me. Anyways, can you tell that I was on Tumblr many years? All right. A couple of peripheral follow-ups. Sorry, a couple of peripheral followers who clicked the original link reply confirming they ran scans as instructed. One found nothing. One found a low-level tracking cookie. Their antivirus flagged and removed it. That probably wasn't even the hacker. Starframe takes place in an alternate universe where every other VTuber agency is even more incompetent than they are here. Yeah, I guess so. I should have Claude give me a past example of a similar sized agency that was in chaos after being hacked. So just for a what could have happened, yeah, scenario. Man, I remember I did this when I was in smart class. When I was in like the class for gifted students where we did like all these like random activities that to like foster our smart brains. We did this big event thing with like a bunch of other schools. A bunch of other schools like gifted kids. Where we each like represented a country. Each school represented a country. And we had to like try to like run like the world and like be diplomats and like vote on laws and stuff. It was like a whole big exercise, right? And there was like a part in the scenario where it was like there's like a disease, there's like a major disease that's like spreading, and that like we need like this much money for like the researchers to contain the disease or something. So you had to like decide how much of your country's money that you were going to contribute to like the cause. So like our country contributed, like a bunch of other countries contributed, and we managed to contain the disease. Like we like enough countries had donated enough money that we contained the disease. But they showed us but for some reason they decided there was like a big screen. It was like in an auditorium. It was like a whole thing. There was a big screen that had like, it was like some sort of like, I don't know, like kit or something that they give to schools to do these events. So it was like a video. There were like video cut scenes for like every part of the simulation, the scenario, whatever. And so so even though we contained the disease and they showed us the like, congratulations, everybody's safe now. You contained the disease. Good job, world leaders. Like, you're running a beautiful world. For some reason, they decided to also show us what would have happened if we didn't. And it was like the disease sweeps over the land, and they had like videos of like little children with like emaciated children with like flies like crawling on them. There's like disease swipes across the land, millions die. It was so traumatizing. I was like, why did you show us that? We won. We didn't need to see that. We're good people. Anyways, that's a complete side note, but that was my gifted child trauma from having to see what would have happened if a horrible pandemic, if you will, swept across the world. All right, anyways. So Celeste does a malware scan. She said that it's clean, nothing's found. I never actually clicked anything myself beyond the original phishing link. I wasn't the one who got served the fake voice pack link. True. So she probably put in her credentials. Either that or like they did some sort of like fucking advanced drive-by where they've just fucking sucked all of her credentials out of her browser without her having to type anything, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm guessing she put in her credentials. All right, Google responds. 4:02 a.m., 2 hours after the account is originally hacked. Google responds. Google account recovery process moves faster than Twitter's, as is often the case for account recovery flows with strong supporting evidence and a matching device and browser fingerprint. Celeste receives an automated email sent to her recovery phone numbers, linked secondary contact method, since her primary email is still compromised, confirmed that her recovery request has been approved pending a final verification step. She's prompted to set a new password immediately and given a short window to do so. It worked. I'm setting a new password right now. Watch if we keep probing. Watch if we keep probing. This is going to spit out. You're absolutely right, Celeste. You're absolutely right. Celeste did click a malware link. Yeah. Can you imagine she's saying this? Can you imagine she's saying that she didn't, but she actually did? That would be pretty funny. Anyways. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, it's relatively rare. I'm not saying it can never happen, but it's relatively rare that you just click a link and everything immediately gets hacked the moment you click the link. Okay, usually, I don't know. There might be some, like, Discord bots or something. It's possible that there's some Discord bots and other weird things like that could trigger a series of events when you click a link. When you click a specific URL that has, like, maybe some parameters or something at the end of it, that is, one-click attacks are possible. But for the most part, it usually requires you to click the link and either A, install something, download something, and then execute said thing, or B, click the link and then put some sort of information into whatever page you're served. So it's pretty, if somebody tells you, oh my god, I got hacked and all I did was click one link, they're probably leaving out how stupid they actually were. They're probably leaving out how stupid they actually were. That reminds me of a time that I saw a VTuber, obviously names will be redacted. I saw some VTuber, not even someone I follow, some VTuber had posted about like, oh my god, all my accounts got hacked, I didn't even do anything, and I had two-factor authentication, like fuck you Discord, like you let my account get hacked or something. And then I looked into it, and the exact pattern of the attack they described basically only happens when you install Roblox cheats. That the exact pattern of the attack they were describing, like in the replies and stuff, was directly tied to a campaign, directly tied to Roblox cheats, where people try to install Roblox cheats, and then they get malware, and then the malware is able to do all of that. And I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, let me keep my thoughts to myself. This person not disclosing that they had installed some Roblox cheats. Anyways, where was I? So let's see. Google responds. Okay. So, Rixie, it worked. I'm setting a new password right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm in. I'm actually in my email again. Wait, she's typing? Guys, she's typing. Okay, I guess she's sending it like one at a time. So she sends like Rixie, and then she sends it worked. And then she sends, I'm setting a password right now. Give me a second. And then she does it, and then she says, okay, I'm in. Okay, that makes sense. She immediately changes the password, sets up two-factor authentication, and updates the recovery phone number to ensure it is current. Girlies who... yeah, she just... Yeah! I don't do that. I don't... Anybody who knows my DM, I will send multiple paragraphs if necessary to get my point across, okay? I will very... I mean, I might, like, if it's something, like, so shocking, like if somebody sends me, like, I don't know, like, some ridiculous meme, I'll be like, what? Huh? What? LMAO! Anyways. I shouldn't say this. a particular large streamer who may or may not have been in some drama recently, who I may or may not have talked to one time for one collab, talked like that on Discord. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. No, I'm not really a hot poster, but the person I'm referring to definitely was. All right. Anyways, where was I? So she immediately changed the password, sets up two-factor authentication. You confirm with Gmail recovered. She can now use the standard forgot password flow on each Calyx social account, which will route password reset links back to her now secured email. Okay, so she is now reined in the Gmail hack. Over the next 12 minutes, she regains access to her Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and personal Twitter. She has enabled two-factor authentication on every single one without being asked twice. Good. All right. First action on the recovered Twitter. The moment she regains the Calyx VT account, Celeste, clearly running on adrenaline and now a cold cup of tea, deletes both fraudulent tweets immediately posts. Hi, it's actually me now. Account's back. Please ignore anything posted in the last few hours that wasn't this. Thank you for protecting me while I couldn't protect myself. This goes up at 4:11 a.m. and performs immediately. The community and performs. We really want that post-hack post to get as much engagement as possible. Signing up for Twitter Blue right now. Anyways, engagement within 20 minutes. 8,240 likes. Holy shit. 2,670 retweets. 71,000 impressions. Her highest performing tweet to date, surpassing even the Rootly #1 art share. Top replies. Cactus, welcome back. We held the line. Marstar, thank you for protecting me while I couldn't protect myself. Oh, wait. I thought he was saying that. I'm not crying. You're crying. Jorge, 4 a.m. We did not sleep. Worth it. Solstice VT, confirming for my followers. Calyx VT is back in legitimate hands. Great job. Can you imagine this was the hacker posting a decoy tweet to pretend that he was back, that she was back, and then being like, okay, now here's the real flash sale. All right, Twitter. After she already got her account back, Twitter responds. Twitter finally responds. Twitter's hacked account support team, significantly slower than Google's automated system as expected, sends a response to your and Celeste's submitted reports. By this point, the issue is already resolved through Celeste's own recovery, so response is somewhat moot, but still useful. Thank you for your report. We reviewed the account in question and confirmed unauthorized access consistent with your submission. Appropriate account protections have been applied. If you continue to experience issues, please respond to this email. All right, whatever. Everything's recovered. Total instant duration, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Celeste's last message before presumably collapsing in a bed. Okay, everything's back. Everything has 2FA now. I learned more about account security in the last 3 hours than in my entire life combined. That's kind of sad, Celeste. We probably should have given you a cybersecurity course. Yeah, the top replies would definitely be random people in her chat and not like a big VTuber offering a supportive message. Yeah, true. Where are all the cloud chasers? Where the fuck are those people? Cloud chasers. Wait, no, okay. Well, I guess the bigger VTubers wouldn't be. I guess the bigger VTubers wouldn't be farming clout. They would be farming like, I'm a good person type thing. You know? I don't know. So let's see. Everything's back. Everything has 2FA now. I learned more about account security in the last 3 hours of my entire life combined. Thank you for staying up through all this with me and for the call and for handling the public side while I was a mess. I'm going to sleep for several years now. Good night. You can't do that. You need to stream. Please don't sleep for several years. Okay. Community is still awake and celebrating in general, but the crisis itself is resolved. Wraith has gone silent. Is it resolved though if people had installed the malware though? Or are people paid for the fake voice pack? Right? In general, today has made me realize how weird it is that Calyx is, by most metrics, one of the most successful Western VTubers of all time. And she has never had a single interaction with any other active VTuber. I mean, she did technically have a collab with some like other random Latina VTubers, but other than that, you're right. Sounds like a them problem. They're on their own. No refunds. Oh man. I will tell Claude. I will tell Claude to give me like a breakdown of how many people actually like got their shit rocked because of it. It'll be interesting to know. You know, Matherius, that's a good point. Maybe that could be the next arc, Calyx's networking arc. where we can have like we should have like a fictional world of like famous VTubers. Obviously, I'm not gonna use real famous VTuber names in the scenario, so like I should have it like make up like who's the number one absolute like most subscribed active VTuber in like fake scenario world. I'll be curious. I should have been more skeptical. Yeah. All right, so let's say, okay, good news. Google got back. Baby got back. All right, Google got back to Celeste pretty quickly, and she was able to retake her Gmail account and subsequently regain access to all of her accounts. She changed the passwords on all of them and enabled 2FA, so they should be much safer. I am going to tell her to delete that message that had all that information. That's a good question. And honestly, it's Calyx. I should ask it where Calyx ranks. Like, out of all the active VTubers, like where does she rank in terms of like follower count and CCV? All right. I'm not necessarily saying it's something that has to happen. Just commenting on the simulation that an industry basically built on incestuous mega collabs, and neither of the two AIs involved seem to think that any of her viewer base are even aware of other VTubers. No, that's true. No, you're right, Omatherius. You're right. I think it's an interesting. But I'm glad you mentioned it because now I'm like, oh, that actually could be an interesting way to you know, continue the plot line. But no, you're right. You're right. They are like they're very like they must not have enough training data about how like VTubing actually works. We need someone for her to play ball with. Yeah. All right. We need a good VTuber for we need good VTuber options for when we spin the wheel of scenarios and it lands on her dating another VTuber. There's a VTuber news board. It has grounds to LARP other VTubers. Yeah. It might create Kai's Discord again though. No! Alright, let's see. She changed the passwords on all of them and labeled 2FA, so they should be much safer. What was I gonna say? Okay, I'll say she also deleted the fake tweets and everything. All right. I'll say she's asleep now, so I don't want to bother her too much, but I will also be sure to tell her to delete the Discord message that had too much sensitive info, and will tell her to make sure she also deletes the link from the bio on the Twitter. Sorry, that was really gross. Hi, Cax. Hi. Creating more VTuber drama, of course. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, Twitter ponies. Thank you, Cax. Thank you. All right. So, you're melting in the heat. Oh, no. Is it 105 degrees Celsius again? I'm doing good. Thank you. All right. So, it says, oh yeah, I'm writing. I'm writing. She's asleep now. Yeah, we just in this scenario, we just recovered all of Calyx's accounts from the hacker. All right. So, yeah, so Claude said that she deleted the tweets, but didn't say she deleted the bio. The bio that had the link in it. So, tell her to make sure she also deletes the link from the bio on Twitter. And then let me think. Are there any other steps we should take now that everything is secured? Calyx already posted confirming. She's back. And that's spreading around. What else is I gonna bring up? Oh, I have to worry about what the hacker had access to. Oh, if people, and yeah, if people actually click the link and stuff. Alright, so I'll say, should I do an investigation? I'll just leave it at that. Alright, so that's excellent news. Alright, things to do tomorrow. When Celeste is awake. Security! Delete the Discord message containing recovery info. Delete any screenshots or files containing recovery information that are no longer needed. Check the Twitter bio for any remaining scam links. Check the Linktree card website. She doesn't have that. Review connected apps. Ooh, yeah. We'll do that. Google account review. I'd have her look for recovery email addresses, recovery phone numbers, forwarding rules, delegated mailbox access, authorized devices. That the attacker could have left as a back door. Good point. Should you investigate? Yes. But not as a hunt for the culprit. You should conduct a post-incident review, not a witch hunt. The goal is how did this happen, not who can we blame. Alright. So, give everyone a chance to breathe. Ask things like, was the Gmail password unique? Was it reused anywhere? Had it ever appeared in a data breach? Suspicious emails. Yeah, we already know that. Alright. I would also document the incident. Create a simple internal document. October 2025 Calyx account compromise. Okay. Biggest lesson for Starframe. Celeste's personal Gmail was also her Calyx's business email. I was gonna sneeze, but I knew I wasn't gonna sneeze. Ow. Why does it feel so weird when you're gonna sneeze and you don't? 25 stream streak, let's go! Thank you. Have a good sleep, Cax. Thank you. Yeah, the sneeze edging, I hate it. Thank you. See you later. Alright, so a dedicated Calyx email with separate recovery method. Sounds good. Don't publish a long explanation of how the hack happened. Excuse me. Alright, I think we're good. Well, I do have to tell her when she wakes up. So I'll wait until she wakes up. So I'll be like, I wait until I know Celeste is awake again. And then I do the following. Ask her to delete the message she sent with all the recovery evidence, just in case, to keep that information secure. 2, make sure she checks all her social media and email for any unrecognized connected apps or recovery emails, etc. Make sure she checks her Gmail account for any unknown recovery emails / phone numbers / methods, connected devices, forwarding rules. What was the other ones? Mailbox, delegated mailbox access. Delegated mailbox access, etc. Tell her to remember to change the Twitter bio. To remove the bad link. We probably should have done that first. But it's fine. So, when do we spin this into a Mommy Hacks Your Socials voice pack? Ooh, good idea. Alright. Tell her to remember to change Twitter. Oops. Change the Twitter. Twitter bio to remove the bad link. I think that's it. Eventually, I do need to ask her, like, how she even got hacked, but ChatGPT told me to give it a bit, so I will. I don't think there was anything else that I told us to do, right? Nope, that's good. Okay, I'll say, and then I'll just say, tell her to consider creating a separate Calyx Gmail, business Gmail with separate recovery methods in the near future, but that she doesn't need to do it right now. Okay. Okay, then I'll say, please tell me anything Celeste responds and any other spontaneous developments from the following day. Oh, also, give me a full breakdown of how many people clicked the link, malicious link. Everything the malicious link actually did, parentheses, financial information, what other information it collected, and what was contained in the zip file it installed. So how many people clicked on the link? Everything the malicious link actually did. And how many people actually lost their information / installed malware as a result. Okay. Alright, so 1 p.m. She slept until 1 p.m. Awake now, barely. I say that like I didn't sleep until 2 p.m. today. 2 p.m. today, okay. Awake now, barely but awake. Going through your list. Deleted the message with all the recovery info. Good call. 2, checking Canon app now. Give me a sec. Found something. There was a third-party app called QuickShare Analytics. Connected to my Twitter, but I never authorized it. I revoked it immediately. No idea how long it was there or what I could see, but it's gone now. Instagram and TikTok look clean. No recognized unconnected app. Checking Gmail settings now. Getting emails with consider in them is my office pet peeve. Sorry. Once Trixie I get it though because actually I really like it. I really prefer, like, at my job for people to just tell me what to do and, like, not, like, be wishy-washy. I don't like it when people are like, well, you know, you might want to do this, or like, no, tell me I'm required to do it or I'm not required to do it. I need clear requirements. Anyways. When Trixie gets in control of her trash, we'll start wake up timing her. Listen, I'm gonna take out my trash today after the stream, okay? I promise. Longer pause. Found 2 things. There was a forwarding rule. Uh-oh. There is a forwarding rule set up to silently send a copy of every incoming email to an address I don't recognize. Something like archivebox471@protonmail.com. Protonmail.com is like an encrypted email, I think. Or similar. I deleted the rule immediately. There was also an unfamiliar recovery email listed. Not my mom's old one. Different one entirely. I removed that too. No unrecognized connected devices. Can you imagine I email this email and be like, you motherfucker, I know who you are? No unrecognized connected devices currently logged in. Got those logged out automatically when I did the password reset. BIOS fixed. Remove the fake link. I'll think about a separate business email. Not today, though. Alright, the email forwarding rules what kind of got me. That means even after I thought everything was contained, someone could have kept reading all my emails. Yeah, that's how it works. Alright. Email forwarding rule significance. This is an important finding. It means Rate's access to Celeste's inbox didn't end when she read Rate and password control at 4:02 a.m. He had quietly set up a persistence mechanism that would have continued forwarding incoming emails silently for unknown additional period, potentially including any further correspondence about the hack itself, future bandit inquiries, and any new Starframe business correspondence. The rule has been removed. Given the timing, it's likely this was active for approximately 9 hours. Alright, spontaneous. Jorge C. Gaming posted at 9 a.m. before Celeste was awake. I want it on record that this community caught a hack in 11 minutes at 2 a.m. 11 minutes! Proudest I've ever been on this server. We don't sleep, we protect. Reddit, Starframe, account hacked last night. Full timeline. Alright. A detailed factual post walks through the entire incident. The 2 a.m. post, Marstar's VT's catch. The community quote tweet response. Starframe's rapid public warnings and the recovery process. And the 4:11 a.m. it's actually me now tweet. This is about as clean as Vtuber Watcher is the one posting this. This is about as clean a crisis response as you'll see from an indie operation. Fast public communication, transparent security guidance for all affected followers, and a community that was primed enough to catch the anomaly almost immediately. Worth studying. Skeptical Sage getting his studying goggles on and his jerk-off equipment ready. Alright, the 2FA details worth noting. Discord was protected because of security measures, but we don't know that. He doesn't know that. How does he know that? He didn't know. Well, would he have known? I guess he maybe would have known that Calyx's Discord was alive. I don't know. Discord was protected because of security measures put in place after the impersonation incident months ago. That's the value of running from a near miss. The accounts that weren't protected got hit. The one that was didn't. Alright, Solstice VT. So last night was a good reminder small creators are real targets, not just big ones. Is she really a small creator at this point, though? Glad Calyx's community moved fast. Stay safe out there, everyone. Enable your 2FA today, not later. Wraith, silent. No further activity from any account associated with Wraith. The handle he's known by in his usual fringe circles goes quiet. What? Is he, like, so mad? Is he so mad that he failed to, like, fully pwn Calyx? Like, he quit hacking? There's no way. The handle he's known by in his usual friend circles goes quiet for an extended period. Whether out of caution following the rapid, well-documented response or simply moving on to a less defended target, he does not resurface in this scenario. The malicious link. What the fake storefront page did. The page was a convincing visual clone of Gumroad checkout page, hosted on a lookalike domain. It was designed to harvest 2 categories of information depending on how far the visitor proceeded. Alright, page load / browsing. A basic tracking script fired immediately on page load, collecting IP address, browser fingerprint, device type, and approximate geographic location. This happened to anyone who clicked the link, regardless of whether they proceeded further. Okay, fair enough. Checkout attempt. Visitors who attempted payment information to purchase the $8 bundle had their entered data captured directly. Card number, expiration, CVV, billing zip code, and email address. The page was designed to then show a generic payment processing error, please try again. Message to discourage suspicion. Well, the data was already captured, sometimes capturing a second, slightly different card entry attempt from frustrated users trying again. The zip file. For anyone who didn't enter payment info but instead found and clicked the download free preview. What? I didn't know about that! Download free preview decoy link also present on the page. A zip file would download the file containing a disguised executable named to look like an audio file. Calyx bonus lines.mp3.exe. Oh no! Not the Calyx.exe! The payload was a basic credential-stealing Trojan designed to scan for and exfiltrate saved browser passwords, autofill data, any cryptocurrency wallet files present on the device. It also attempted to establish persistence via a scheduled task. Oh no. Only 3 people got that though. 47 people clicked the link. 9 people entered their information. 3 people ran the malicious zip. If the people who ran the malicious zip are like pretty screwed right now. All right, outcomes for affected individuals. So the 47 who clicked, it's really not that bad. I mean, it's not good, but there's not much you can do with that information. Any company that has a website can technically do this. So that's not like anytime you go to a website, they can collect that information. It's not that big a deal. All right, low severity, no direct financial credential theft. Several of these are the same people who later confirmed in replies that they ran scans. All right, the 9 who entered the payment information. Their card details were captured. Yeah, that's actually honestly that's actually probably worse. Well, I don't know what's worse. I guess both are bad. The payment information's bad, and the credential stealing stuff is also bad. So, because you can also ultimately like, you know, fuck with people's accounts and stuff. All right, 4 people posted on Discord or replied to Starframe's warning indicating they'd canceled or placed their cards as a precaution. 3 people did not respond, and their outcome is unknown. 2 people reported a small unauthorized charge attempts on their cards within 48 hours. Both caught in reverse by the bank's fraud detection. The 3 who ran the executable, the most severe outcome, yeah. 1 person caught it with their antivirus. Their antivirus flagged the scheduled task creation, quarantined it, and reported no apparent data loss. 1 person didn't notice anything unusual for several days, then later prompted by Starframe's ongoing security advisories to check, ran a deeper scan, found the Trojan still active, removed it, changed all major account passwords. Full extent of any data exfiltration in that window is unknown. 1 person never responded to any follow-up, and their outcome is unconfirmed. They died. They died, Claude! They died from the malware Trojan! Anyways, overall severity assessment. Given the rapid community response, containment within 11 minutes of the fake post going live, the actual damage was significantly limited compared to what a slower detected incident would have produced. The vast majority of Calyx's 12,000 Twitter following. Hey, they were the hydrate. Thank you. Hi, Lord Umbra. Hello. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, the vast majority of Calyx's 12,000 Twitter following never saw the fraudulent post at all, and of those who did, the overwhelming majority either didn't click or stopped well short of the most damaging stage. They had a previously undocumented Trojan allergy. No! Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the world's stupidest ruling. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Alright. The 2 confirmed attempted fraudulent charges, both reversed, represent the only verified direct financial harm. Alright. So, hacking crisis averted. Hacking crisis averted. We can move on. We should move on to the networking arc. I think that would be fun. Unless you guys want to do the wheel scenarios and thrust Celeste right back into a traumatizing situation. Right after she just got all her accounts back. We will. Well, maybe we should do the investigation. Should we do? Let's close this out. Let's do our little investigation first. All right, we resolved that in like 2 hours. All right, let's do our little investigation first. We'll like do a little time skip. And then, thank you for the hydrate toaster. Thank you. Unless you want to thrust Celeste, oh hell yeah, into a traumatizing situation, never mind. Listen, sorry for my word choice, okay? So, so let's see. Yes, let's do our little investigation. I'll do a little time skip. So I'll be like, I give the situation some time to cool off and let Celeste relax after the stress of having her accounts hacked. However, after a few days, I follow up. I follow up to ask for some more information for our internal investigation about the hack. I ask her to tell me exactly what she clicked, what she saw and clicked when she got the suspicious sponsor email that she thinks caused this. Alright. So, she says, I like how they tell me how long it took her to respond and why. Like, they assume that if it took her a long time, it's because she was, like, thinking really hard about it. Alright, I've been trying to remember this exactly as I can. Let me walk through it. It came into my email. Does she still have the email? Oh, I forgot. We have the attacker's email address. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT if we can use that to, like, harass that person. I mean, that wouldn't be logical, but it would be kind of funny. Alright. It came to my email. I think it was October 10th or 11th. A few days before everything happened. I didn't think anything of it at the time, which is the scary part. The sender showed up as something like partnerships at bloomandbasilco.com. I remember the brand name had something botanical in it, which is probably why it didn't trip any alarms. It felt very, yeah, that tracks. A plant brand would want to work with Calyx. Subject line was something like collaboration opportunity, Bloom and Basil x Calyx VT. The body was professional. Had a logo on the top, properly formatted. No typos or weird grammar that I remember, which is she would not remember this much detail. Just forward me the email, Celeste. Just forward it to me. Usually my first red flag for scam emails. It said something like they were a small wellness self-care brand looking to partner with bilingual content creators. That they'd see my content and love the aesthetic fit, and that they had a brief partnership deck they wanted me to look over. There was a button, not just a plain link. It said something like view partnership brief. It was styled like a normal email button, blue, rounded corners, looked exactly like every other brand email I've ever clicked. I clicked it. It opened what looked exactly like a normal Google Drive preview page, like the kind where it shows you a doc and says you need to sign this to view this, because the Drive link was supposedly restricted. I didn't think twice about that part either, because that happens with legitimate brand decks sometimes. People share them as a restricted doc. It took me to what looked like a Google sign-in page. Oh, so she logged in with her details. Okay. Same logo, same loan and everything. I typed in my email and password. You dumb bitch! You know, I mean, oh no, Celeste. Anybody could have fallen for that. I'm so sorry. And then it just redirected me to a blankish loading page that eventually showed an error. Something like, this document is no longer available. Please contact the sender. I remember being mildly annoyed and just closing the tab and moving on with my day. I didn't think about it again until everything happened a few days later. I never actually checked the sender's real email address, just the display name. I didn't hover over the button to see where it actually led before being clicked. The URL on that fake Google sign-in probably wasn't actually Google's domain. Alright. Do you want me to forward the original email if it's still in my inbox? Okay. So I'll send this to ChatGPT. Okay, so I'll say I've followed up with Celeste about how her account got compromised. And it looks like she put her credentials into some sort of phishing page. Here's her message. Or here is her account of the situation. Alright. I'll say she also mentioned that she discovered and deleted a forwarding rule that was forwarding everything to an email address. And then I'll send the email address. This one. Oops. I'll say, should I tell her to forward me the original phishing email if she still has it? Is there anything I can do with the attacker's email? Should I email him and yell at him? and confront him? I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I'm curious what ChatGPT will say I should do, okay? Should I email him and confront him? Also, should I push Celeste to make a new Calyx business email now? Question mark. This is a very, very valuable discovery. You know how plausible evidence-based explanation for the compromise. The attacker wasn't just trying to grab a password and immediately run away. They were attempting to maintain access. Yes. Ask her to preserve the phishing email. The original email, full sender address, phishing URL, any screenshots, date and time. All right. Do not email the attacker. Aww. Aww, buzzkill. I would strongly recommend against replying to phishing emails, emailing the proton mail address, threatening the attacker, attempting to trap them. It won't help you recover anything. It confirms the live human is investigating. It may encourage further targeting. True. That's true, by the way. I do not recommend... I do not recommend doing this. Even though it's kind of funny. Excuse me. Alright, save it into my incident report that I didn't make, but I'll just pretend I did. Ooh, report it. If the phishing email is still active, you can report it to the relevant providers. Okay. Use it for training. Future talents should be shown. This is the exact phishing email that compromised Calyx's account. Oh, you like this? You like this song? This song is called Royal Blood. It's a pretty good name. If you want to look up this song, it's Royal Blood by Stream Beats. Yeah. Oh, the last one. Sorry. Let me go back. The last one's called Zinnia Whispers. Zinnia Whispers. We can listen again. I want to listen. Wait. This one? It might be the same one. Here, let me go forward. This one. This one's Royal Blood. Round and round. I don't know exactly what they're saying, but round and round. I don't know. This one? Yeah, this. Okay, yeah. This one's Royal Blood. That's the name of it. Aww. It's cute that you guys remember the songs, the actual songs from Stream Beats. Yeah, I recognize them too. Like I when I'm listening to Stream Beats, like I recognize a lot of their songs. There's probably still songs, like they have so many songs. I mean, there's probably, I don't know if at this point I'd probably listen to every single song, but there's probably some songs that show up less or something, so yeah, this is a good one. All right. Yeah, we can show future talents and be like, so this is the bullshit that Calyx was stupid enough to click. Please don't be that stupid. No, I'm kidding. Alright. Should she get the dedicated business email? Alright. Ooh, I could set her one up at Starframe. Oh, let's see. It wasn't misspelled. Obviously malicious. Nigerian prince nonsense. Do they still do that? Do they still do the Nigerian prince one? I don't think I've ever gotten a Nigerian prince email before. When we have future talents, the AI is already conditioned to say, you're right. The source of the leak was Calyx. Alright, so... What was I saying? Oh. My email server. I forgot I had my own email server thingy going. That I'm paying for yearly. When did Calyx debut again? Fuck. Are we coming up on a year? How long has she been streaming? Let me ask. I'll be like, can you remind me? You pulled a real Calyx there. Yeah. Can you remind me, if you remember, the name of the email service I'm using for Starframe and what my current account tier supports? Question mark. Also, what date did I sign up for it? What date did I sign up for it, and what date did Calyx debut? I don't have a... she doesn't officially have one yet, no. Okay, you registered Starframe Studio through Namecheap very early in the project. I don't have a record of which email hosting provider you ultimately chose. We discussed registering Starframe Studio. I think it was Zoho. Zoho sounds familiar. Domain registration date. It happened when you... So they remember this, but they don't remember the email service. You had an initial startup budget of $197.99 and paid $12.98 for the domain. You don't have the exact date. Calyx debuted March 29, 2025. How is that possible? She debuted in March. She was on hiatus. How long? Okay, I guess that is possible. If she went on hiatus... Oh, yeah. She went on hiatus, like, June, like, the end of June. And then she came back. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, I don't have to pay... Let me see when I don't know if we have, like, a date. Let me see. Oh, I know. I probably have a date for the Kickstarter, at least. Oh, excuse me. I probably have a date for when the Kickstarter happened. We could say that's around when I set up the email, the website. When do they start to give me exact dates? Oh my gosh, you guys. My first email from Celeste. Ooh. Memories. My first email from Celeste. My first email from Kai. Ooh. Of course, uses Proton Mail. Can you imagine? I should tell ChatGPT. Okay, so it was in 2025. Okay, so I don't have to worry about paying for Namecheap again. Can you imagine I tell ChatGPT I was going through my old messages and stuff, and I found that Kai uses Proton Mail, and in my Neanderthal brain, I'm like, he uses Proton Mail, and the hacker uses Proton Mail. and see if ChatGPT enforces my delusion. Or if it's like, pause. On your YouTube VODs, it says Calyx debuted 5 months ago. Well, Caesar, it's not in real time. Like, the simulation is not, like, going at the same pace as, like, the real world. Because right now, in the simulation, it's October 2025. And it's, like, you know, June 2026 in real life, so... I will do it, Jane Cater. I will. I'm curious to see if it enforces, like, it's like, wow, you're right. You're seeing the connections. You're a real detective. Yeah, it's like Narnia. It's like another universe. Yeah. All right. So let me think. Let me think of everything I need to cover right now. I need to tell her. Oh yeah. Oh, I have to find out the email server and if I'm paying for it, and if I am paying, or if I'm not paying for it, if I can have 2 email addresses on there for free. All right, let's see. This is the first message here. All right, let's see. How do I make a website? Okay. Free. Namecheap. Oh, Namecheap free email forwarding. You can forward Starframe Studio mail to your personal Gmail. Oh, it's okay. I don't think I ever confirmed what I was gonna do with my email. Let's see. Wait. Okay, no, I did. All right. So I'm using this email forwarding thing. The free one from Namecheap. You can forward Starframe Studio mail to your personal Gmail. All right. That's for free. I'm using the Namecheap free one, but I can't. Can I make? I'll ask them if I can make Calyx an email using that, or if I need to sign up for a new one. All right. So let's see. Excuse me. Thank you, Decatur. All right. So I'll say I want to set up an email for Calyx. And it looks like right now I'm using the free Namecheap email forwarding that comes with the yearly domain renewal. I already have. If I want to add Calyx's email address with the starframe.studio domain, should I, or does Namecheap free email tier allow for that, or do I need to do something else? If you're using Namecheap's free email forwarding that comes with the domain, you can usually create multiple forwarding aliases at no extra cost. The limitation is these are forwarders only. They don't provide an actual mailbox. Okay, so I'm gonna have one that forwards to my email, one that forwards to mine. Okay, one that forwards. Okay, so that works. So if someone emails Calyx at starframe.studio, it gets forwarded somewhere else. Oh, but Celeste cannot send email from. Oh, how have I been doing it the whole time? How have I been doing it the whole time? I've been replying back to people from Rixie at yahoo.com. I didn't even realize that. Alright, let's see. At Starframe's current size, I'd probably do this. Okay. Create that, forward it to her email that got hacked. That separates the person identity. No, it doesn't, because if she replies. Upgrade to a real mailbox service. I'd start with the free forwarding alias. So I'll be like, just to confirm. I should create the Calyx Starframe email, but Celeste should still respond to those emails from her Celeste account, question mark. Just getting confirmation. Not necessarily. What? I would not do this. What? Many email providers let you configure an alias. What? Don't you have to pay for that, or you have to check exactly what Namekeep's forwarding setup supports and whether you're willing to do a little configuration. Best long term. Create a real mailbox. Yeah. Starframe is still keeping expenses under control. I have like $6,000, don't I? Spend an hour setting up send as functionality. So replies appear to come from Calyx at starframe.studio. Is that allowed? Isn't that like... Don't people usually use that like for phishing and stuff? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up on a separate tab. I want to be like, can you send emails from Gmail that look like they're from an official domain that you own? Isn't that like phishing shit? Yes, you can easily send official emails directly from your Gmail inbox that appear to be from a custom domain you own. Okay, as long as you own the domain. Okay. Enter the exact name and official email address you want to use. Use your custom domain's SMTP server details. And click add account. Okay. So you can do that. Okay. SMTP magic. Yeah, I didn't know this. I never had to do anything like this, so... Okay, so it's not necessarily phishing shit because you have to own the domain, obviously. So, alright. So I'll do that. Okay, so I'll be like, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. I'll have... Wait, but what if Celeste... Okay, wait. I'll say, what if Celeste wants to reply to some emails as Calyx and some as herself? Question mark. How does that work? What if she wants to have multiple personality? Wait. You've reached the free limit for chats with data analysis. Huh? Bitch, what? With data and what data is being analyzed? Isn't data being analyzed in every chat message? Are you serious? Start a new chat? No, I'm not gonna start a new chat. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Now I have to limit my fucking ChatGPT? I have to limit my ChatGPT responses? That's so annoying. Are you kidding me? This wasn't used to be a thing. They're running out of money. This did not used to be a thing. They are running out of money. Yeah, this is ridiculous. All right, let's forget about that for now. All right, let's focus on Claude if we have enough Claude responses left. Shaking my head. All right. So I'll say I tell Celeste to forward me the phishing email if she still has it, so I can document / investigate it. Investigate it. I also tell her I'm in the process making her an official starframe.studio email address and to hang tight. Or and to stay tuned. What does hang tight even mean? Oh, I guess hang on hang on tight. Like you're, I don't know. I guess I do know what that means. When the crash happens, I'm gonna upgrade my system with used parts. Sounds good, Mingo. Okay. So now we want to do the man, I'm mad I didn't get to ask ChatGPT about the whole proton mail thing. That would have been interesting. But it's okay. So I can be like, I'm curious about the overall VTuber ecosystem in this simulated world. Don't use any real VTuber information / names, etc. Names / agencies, etc. For this simulation. Please tell me where Calyx ranks in terms of all VTubers in this world and English-speaking VTubers in this world and Spanish-speaking VTubers in this world, as well as okay, I'll say in terms of follower count and CCV separately. I don't even know who is the biggest Spanish-speaking VTuber. Me neither, to be honest. I mean, I know Iron Mouse speaks Spanish, but she doesn't like speak Spanish like on streams, right? Her streams are in English, so. Please tell me, like, there's a difference between Spanish speaking and like, can you speak Spanish? Is Calyx really a Spanish language VTuber though? She's a bilingual. She's like, she's in her own category where she speaks both on stream for some reason. But I'll put that, and then I'll say, and then using whatever metrics you deem appropriate. Give me the same ranking for Starframe relative to other VTuber agencies. I also want you to give me the names and brief overviews of top 5 VTubers individual, or top 5 VTubers overall in this world. Top 5 English speaking and or bilingual. How about that? I'm not gonna do separate for Spanish. VTubers in this world. Top 5 VTuber agencies in this world. And then I'll be like, the top 5 and top 5 indie VTubers, sorry. Top 5 indie VTubers in this world. Okay. And I'll say the top 5 VTuber, the three different top 5 VTubers, VTuber lists can obviously overlap if there is overlap between the categories. And then I'll be like, also, please tell me if Calyx has ever interacted with a VTuber much larger than her before. And then I'll say, on social media, she has not collabed with one bigger than her yet. One bigger than her yet, other than the that panel she did. Okay. Iron Mouse and Chibidoki are both Spanish speaking. Wait, Chibidoki is like an actual Spanish speaker? I thought Chibidoki was learning Spanish. I might be dumb. Neptuni? No, it's okay. It's I mostly just prefer to not mention other VTubers if it's like in a potential drama context. I don't really mind that much. Or obviously if you're like promoting people, but no, it's fine. We weren't talking about it, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Chibidoki is Russian fan. What? I didn't know that. I'm a fake Chibidoki fan. I don't watch streams. Anyways. Oh really? I didn't know that. Alright. So let's see. Alright, is that all the information we need? Alright, that's good for now. Who was the first ever VTuber in this world? Who was the Kizuna Eye of this world? Chibidoki is from German originally, now in the US. I don't know. Okay. We don't need to dig into her whole life, but I mean, I'm sure it's public. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's see. So Celeste responds. Checking now. Okay, found it. Still in my inbox. Forwarding it to you right now. Didn't delete or touch anything. And an official Starframe email for me? Okay, that makes me happy. Sure. Alright. Full corner headers intact. Useful for documentation. A closer look at the actual sender address shows it originated from a domain that was registered less than a week before the email was sent. Hi, Blake Gata. Hi. Alright, VTuber Ecosystem World Contacts, October 2025. Alright. Calyx's rankings. Note on methodology. Follower count aggregate across Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. CCV, concurrent viewers, reflects average peak viewership. No, average... Oh, wait. Average peak viewership. Average overall... I don't know what the difference is. Whatever. Reflects average peak viewership across recent streams. This is a large, mature, global ecosystem with thousands of active... Only thousands! Thousands of active VTubers. So rankings are positioned within realistic tiers rather than exact ordinal placement. All right, no, okay, we can be done talking about VTubers. Now we can be done talking about VTubers if there's drama. Yeah. All right. All VTubers globally. Top. Wait, what? Oh, okay. This is her ranking out of all VTubers globally. Top 1,200 to 1,500 out of an estimated 15,000 plus active. Okay. Not bad, Calyx. Not bad. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't think Chibidoki was a native Spanish speaker. Oh no! Are you sure you want to send this? Oh, Matherius, Celeste radiating bimbo energy right now. Oh wow, an email address for me? Yippee! That makes me happy. Your message may contain words that could be considered offensive or disrespectful. Why? Because you said bimbo? Is bimbo... It's offensive if you're, like, calling someone a bimbo, like, non-consensually. But that's really funny. No, but true, but there it is. Wow, email address. CEO Sean, what's going on with the hacked accounts? Don't worry about it, Celeste. Yeah! Yeah, love you. Anyways, English speaking. She's in the top 300 English-speaking VTubers. Would this be accurate to real life? She's in the top 300 English-speaking VTubers and the top 180 to 220 in terms of CCV. And then Spanish-speaking bilingual top 20. I mean, that kind of makes sense in terms of like for the bilingual part. I don't know how big Spanish-speaking VTubers is, but can you name 299 English VTubers? Yeah, me. Well, we have 67 of them already in Nexus, right? Oh my gosh, now you're gonna make me do it. Cause now I'm like, okay, me, Lulasso, Anaria. Wait, does that have to be like super? Does that have to be like active? Me. Yeah, me, Lulasso. Well, listen. How about this? When we run out of Claude uses, maybe I'll sit down and do that for fun. If I could name 300 English-speaking VTubers, active English-speaking VTubers. Well, you know what? I don't want to do it because then I'm going to start naming people that people don't like, and then people are going to be like, I hate her. Okay, never mind. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. All right. If I need to start padding out my list with controversial VTubers. All right. I think I maybe could. Then again, I thought I could name 100 women in 6 minutes, but I couldn't. All right. Calyx is a solidly successful small to mid indie by global standards. Not a major name, but firmly above the enormous long tail of VTubers who never break 4-figure followings. Her real standout positioning is in the bilingual Spanish language space specifically, where she's a genuinely recognized and rising name rather than a mid-pack entry. This tracks with everything we've seen. Her growth has consistently been driven by authentic bilingual content, reaching an underserved audience. Starframe's ranking among agencies. All VTuber agencies, 100 exist, many tiny, top 200. Agencies with 1 to 3 talents specifically, top 40. Bilingual Latin American focused agency, top 8! How many bilingual agencies are there? Okay, I guess Latin America focus. I guess that's okay. That levels it out. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure we're the only agency with a bilingual theme. Okay, with Latin America, I want to know who the top 5 are then. If it's not me, if it's not us. Starframe is a notably efficient single talent operation. Most agencies are at a comparable revenue audience level to Starframe have multiple talents. All big corpos are bilingual. Yeah, true. They always have people in there that can speak more than one language. Yeah. Starframe achieving this with one extremely well-managed talent is somewhat unusual and is part of why VTuber watching communities, the in-universe equivalent of you VTuber watcher, okay, have taken notice of it as a case study. All right, top 5. These are the top 5 VTubers overall in this fake world. Nixara. Who the fuck is Nixara? A Japanese English bilingual VTuber under a major corpo agency known for her high production gaming content and a meticulously designed cyberpunk oracle aesthetic. Roughly 4.2 million combined followers, regular CCV in the 15,000 20,000 range. The current top earner in the space via merch and game sponsorships. We need Calyx to seduce Nixara. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. It sounds like a woman to me, but... Nyxara, Nixara. Rixara. Wasn't the key to Calyx's success everyone gushing over how she was the first real bilingual VTuber? Yeah, what gives? What gives? Alright. Void Song. An English language solo turned corpo. Horror gothic themed VTuber, beloved for elaborate ARG style lore drops and high production value original music. Approximately 3.8 combined file. Pale Component. What are these names? What are these fucking names? These are VTuber names for sure. Pale Component. All of them are fucking sci-fi related. A mecha sci-fi themed VTuber known for technically excellent variety gaming content and large devoted competitive gaming crossover audience. 3.1 million followers. Haru Glitchwave, Japanese origin, English crossover VTuber with a chaotic internet native comedic personality, massive clip culture present, 2.9 million followers. Solen Marchetti, European multilanguage VTuber known for music performance and an elegant classical aesthetic. The only one who's not tech related. Everyone says Kizuna Ai isn't the first VTuber, but Annoying Orange was the first. I mean, if you go by if you go by certain standards, technically, I guess annoying orange would be. Nixara porn dojin probably goes fucking crazy in this universe. I know. 5 indie VTubers. Who are these names are killing me. These names are fucking killing me. Drift Hollow. Is this how you guys felt? Is this how you guys felt when they announced the Nexus members? Was I the fucking Haru Glitchware? Or was I the fucking Nixara of Nexus? When they had the list of Nexus names. Holy shit. Drift Hollow, a solo English language. Mary Chen _VTuber. No! A solo English language horror. Guys, I can't look at VTuber porn because it's like feels like too close to home. I mean, I can look at porn of my friends sometimes, but I don't know. Feels too close to home. Nexus members had cool names. One of your group's strengths. Oh, really? Thank you. Especially Noah, right? That was the best one. Yeah, like VTuber, like VTuber hentai and stuff. I feel like I can rarely even look at it because it's like it feels too close to home. I mean, I'll look at like sexy pictures of like Lulass or whatever, but like not like in my free time though. Like I'm not like okay, let me rewind. I'm not sitting there like actively looking up Lulass or like if I see it on my timeline, if I see it on my like feed, I'll be like, oh nice, you know. But but I don't know. I don't really look at like even like HoloLive stuff. I don't even look at it because it feels too real. Listen, my name is my name. I don't know. I will only look at Lulass if you pay me. No. It would be a great moment for Lulu to raid. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, if I see like her in like a flag bikini or something on my screen, I'll be like, oh nice, and I'll just like it. But but it would be too weird. It would be too weird if I like looked it up. That would be weird. Lewd VTubers are different. Oh, I agree. I feel like lewd tubers, the VTubers that are like, you know, purposely promoting like lewd stuff. I'll look at that. I'll look at that because that's what they do. But like, I'm not looking at like chibi-doki porn. I'm sure like I love chibi-doki. Not looking at that. Neurosama, not looking at that. Beetle, not looking at that. I don't look at like VTubers that aren't like known for that. I won't look at it. I mean, because it's just like, I don't know, it feels weird. Anyways, I shouldn't be like naming all these VTubers, but you know, they're pretty famous, so but anyways, so let's see. Drift Hollow, a solo English language horror cozy hybrid VTuber, entirely self-managed, known for genuinely excellent original soundscape. Around 980,000 followers. Guys, the top indie VTuber in this world has 980,000 followers. The indie scene is not great in this world. Yeah. You think she would look at her own? I look at my own porn. Alright. So, Moss Bell, a solo cottagecore forest aesthetic VTuber. We need to kill her. English primary, often cited as a total cousin to Calyx in the indie space. 740,000 followers. Sorry, what I meant was like, we should collab with her. We shouldn't kill her. Quiet Static, these names. A solo tech retro internet aesthetic VTuber known for ironic dry humor and a small but extremely loyal Discord first community. 510,000 followers. Calyx, what the fuck? Calyx is the 4th most popular indie VTuber. First of all, she's a corpo, but second of all, what? Impossible. This world, the VTubing in this world sucks. Calyx has genuinely earned a place in the global indie conversation, particularly given her growth trajectory and a well-documented redemption arc. Approximately 28,000 combined followers as of mid-October. Far smaller in raw numbers than the names above her on the list, but disproportionately discussed in the indie VTuber watching circles. She's more of a rising indie to watch. Worth flagging, she's closer to the top 30-40 by pure numbers. I asked you for... Okay, did I say by numbers? Whatever. Pretty big drop-off between 510,000 and 28,000. Yeah, they're saying they're not doing it by the numbers or doing it by like how adored she is. That's so fucking stupid. I mean, I'm not saying numbers matter more than how much people love you. I'm just saying in terms of what I asked for. I don't think this is what I asked for. All right, no more ranking VTubers and stuff in the chat. Okay, we're done with that. Marrow and Thread, a solo slow burn fantasy aesthetic. Okay, so they have 46,000 followers. So obviously, they're just giving Calyx like too much credit. Also, are Marrow and Thread different people? I don't know. All right, English speaking. Nixara, Haru Glitchware, Selene Okafor, a Nigerian-British VTuber streaming primarily in English with occasional Yoruba content, known for variety gaming and an enormous warm community. Approximately 1.4 million followers. Frequently cited alongside Calyx, an authentic cultural representation. Oh, that's so racist! Can I say that? That's racist! That's fucking racist! They're like the Japanese VTubers and the European VTubers and the American VTubers are all just like whatever, and then they're like, oh, the exotic Nigerian. That's fucking racist. Come on. Am I too woke? This is racist. Anyways, Mira Estrellas, a Mexican-American bilingual VTuber under a mid-sized corpo agency. Oh, this is our real competition right here. Mira Estrellas. We're gonna poach her. All right. The single largest name in the Spanish language VTuber space. Approximately 2.1 million followers. So Calyx is within the top 5 English-speaking VTubers. Yeah, this is a stupid name. Doesn't that just mean like look at the stars? Yeah, that is cringe. Approximately 2.1 million followers. This is the name that matters most to Calyx's specific positioning. Mira is essentially the ceiling of what bilingual VTubing currently looks like at scale, and she frequently referenced in this comparison talks about Calyx. Looking stars, oh boy. So yeah, so Calyx is in the top 5 English/bilingual VTubers in this world. Lisai, we cringe on. Hi, Nud. Hi. Calyx is included here specifically for the bilingual category context. Okay, whatever. Top 5 VTuber agencies. Lumengate Entertainment. We're never gonna make it, guys. We're never gonna make it when every single VTuber and every single VTuber agency is all themed around the cosmos and light. Like, we're never gonna make it. In this context, all the people who were posting, wow, finally a real authentic bilingual, seemed like they were specifically throwing shade at Mira for being a fake bitch. Wait, you're so right! You're right, because they're like, she's the first bilingual Spanish English speaking VTuber who's like for real. And then like Mira Estrellas is like, I'm right here. I don't not the Lumengate situation. Lumengate gate. Should I bring that up to Claude? Should I be like, is she known for not being authentic? I should bring that up. Hi, Jolie. Can AI run a VTuber agency? Apparently, since according to this thing that Claude just generated, we're in the top 5. Are we in the top? We're not. Okay, we're not in the top 5 agencies, but our talent is in the top 5 talents. All right, Lumengate Entertainment, the dominant global corpo agency, home to Nixara, Pel Component, and approximately 40 other talents. The Lumengate situation is crazy. Yeah. Across multiple language branches, essentially the industry's gold standard for production value and talent support. Hollow Crown Studios. Home to Voidsong and a roster known for horror, gothic, alternative aesthetics. Strong, cohesive branding across all talents. Astrolabe. I'm sorry, Astro what? Why is Astrolabia the third most popular VTuber agency? Astrolabe Collective. A mid-sized, well-regarded agency known for unusually strong talent. Claude putting Calyx at 4th place in the rankings has big No More Heroes 2 energy. I'm not sure I understand that reference. An astrolabe is a navigation tool? Okay, but we don't... Do we need... Okay, I know, okay. I understand that an An astrolabe is a navigation tool. Do most people know that? Girl, are you a measuring instrument? Because it's not labia. Because not labia, astrological. You're thinking of the giantess Vtuber astrolabia. Oh, do you even sell the 7 Cs, bro? Okay. Astrolabe Collective, a mid-sized, well-regarded agency known for unusually strong talent welfare practices and a roster of around 15 talents across English and European languages, including Solen Marchetti. Casa Luna Talent, the top Spanish language-focused agency, home to Mira Estrellas and approximately 8 other Latin American and Spanish bilingual talents. This is Starframe's most direct relative what we could become comparison point. That is our main competitor. We need to kill them. You're thinking of the nihilist of Vtuber Atrophy. The established leader in exactly the established leader in exactly the niche Starframe is building toward. Glasswick Indies Network. Not a traditional agency, but a loose, supportive, collective management light organization that several successful indies, including Moss Bell. Moss Bell, I keep thinking of Moss Ball, are nominally affiliated with for back-end support without surrendering full creative independence. An interesting middle ground model between full indie and full corpo. Are you sure you're not thinking of Misanthrope? That reminds me of the post that's like, it's like, oh, what was it? The Tumblr post is like, you're thinking of, oh god, let me look it up. Tumblr post, you're thinking of Scalies. Oh god, how does it go? It's like a very, like, memed Tumblr post. Gosh. Oh, okay. What is Sephora? What the fuck is Sephora? It sounds scary. Isn't that the guy with the long white hair from Final Fantasy? No, you're thinking of Sephiroth. A Sephora is an angel belonging to the highest order of angels. No, you're thinking of a seraph. A Sephora is a second-year college or high school student. No, you're thinking of a sophomore. a Sephora is when you use your phone to take a picture of yourself. No, you're thinking of a selfie. A Sephora is a calm breeze. No, you're thinking of a zephyr. A Sephora is one of those Greek vases with 2 handles and pictures. You're thinking of an amphora. Sephora is the web browser you have to use on iOS devices. You're thinking of Safari. Sephora is an informal term for the 7-week period of counting the days between Pesach and Shavuot on the Jewish calendar. No, you're thinking of a zephyr. A Sephora. Oh, sorry. Wait. Let me skip forward. You're thinking of Zephyrus. Sephora is a bright blue gemstone, best known for combining with Ruby to create Garnet and leading the crystal gems, trading Pokemon and assisting Steel to fight against teams' intrusion into our realm. No, you're thinking of a sapphire. Sephora is actually part of a flower. It protects the flower bud and supports the petals in bloom. No, you're thinking of a sepal. Sephora is the wife of Moses, who leads the Israelite people out of Egypt. No, you're thinking of Zipporah. Sephora was the ancient Greek poet who inspired a lot of lady loving. No, you're thinking of Sappho. Sephora is the youngest of the 5 Marx brothers. No, you're thinking of Zeppo. Sephora is Heimdall's sister. No, you're thinking of Sif. Sephora is a venereal disease that turns your brain into Swiss cheese. No, you're thinking of syphilis. Sephora is a radiant feeling you get when you found perfect peace and happiness. No, you're thinking of euphoria. This one doesn't even have the one I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of was when they were like, no, a Sephora is like a furry but for lizards, and they were like, no, you're thinking of a scale. That's a scaly. No, that's a scaly. I'm mad. I was at 20 streak and it reset for no reason. I think if you when did it reset, Mega Flower? If you're able to recover it, you're able to recover it if you watch the stream, which you're doing right now. I mean, assuming it was the last. I mean, yeah. I guess were you at my stream yesterday at 11 p.m. Because I do the late night stream on Saturdays. I also do the morning stream. I'm sorry, Mega Flower. I don't know how to count. I don't know how to count it without, like, I don't know if that's fair. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway, I was looking up Spanish VTubers and I found her. Mira Stralis is a real VTuber? We need to change the name then. The details aren't real, though. Right? I don't... I see that there's one named Mira, but not with that full name. No, Mira Strayas is not a real VTuber. Anyways. I don't know, Mega Flower. I'm sorry your streak reset. I don't know if you can, if because you're watching this one, if it'll come back. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you're talking about, Caesar. Please, I mean, guys, can we please not drag, like, real VTubers into stuff anymore, okay? I know I said I didn't care, but now I care because we keep talking about it. Mira Estrellas is not a real VTuber. I just googled it. There's no VTuber named Mira Estrellas. That person does not exist. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's not a real VTuber. There is a Mira VTuber who speaks English and Spanish, but she does not have the same name. Anyways. Thank you, Nun, for trying to help Mega Flower. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna have to email Twitch or something. I don't know how to deal with that. The VOD is up. The VOD, if Twitch isn't letting you do it, I don't know what to tell you. But all the VODs are up. I publish all the VODs. Yeah. Thank you, Nun. Alright, so Glasswick Indie, what time is it? It's 5:54, okay. Has Calyx interacted with a significantly larger VTuber? Going back to the full history of the scenario. No, not directly. The entry into Yoma's panel with Maria in May was Calyx's only collaborative interaction with another creator. Oh, Calyx does not collab, like, ever. Okay. And Maria, while established and respected, is not dramatically larger than Calyx. The closest brush with a significantly larger figure was Latinx VTuber account, engaging with Calyx repeatedly. That's a community curation account, not an individual VTuber talent. No major tier or even solidly larger tier VTuber has ever directly interacted with, mentioned, retweeted, acknowledged Calyx. Yeah. She remains, as of October 2025, entirely below the radar on the upper tiers of the industry. So she should definitely start collabing with other VTubers. Alright, let me ask about Mira Estrellas. I'll be like, people in the simulation have repeatedly said that Calyx is the first authentic English quote, I'll say quote, authentic. Is the first quote authentic English Spanish VTuber bilingual experience they have encountered. That really makes it sound like they are indirectly saying Mira Estrellas does not give that same sense of authenticity, and in fact may even seem fake to people in a way. Can you explain where this sentiment about Mira comes from? Parentheses. People not thinking she's authentic since she's so big, but Calyx fans seem to see Calyx as the only authentic English Spanish bilingual VTuber. Let's see if it backpedals. Let's see if it backpedals and is like, I didn't say that. I didn't say they thought that about her. I just gave you two contradictory things and you should just believe me. Alright. Good catch. That's a real tension worth resolving. Where the Mira is an authentic sentiment comes from, the corporal structure itself creates distance. She's Spanish and English, I think. I think it said that. Mexican American English Spanish. It does say she's the single largest name in the Spanish language space, but then it says she is a ceiling of what a bilingual E and ESV tubing currently looks like. So I think she does both. It'll clarify if it needs to. Mira Estrellas operates under Casa Luna Talent, a mid-sized agency with 8 other bilingual talents and a defined house style. Her content scripts, sponsorship integrations, and even her bilingual switching patterns are run through agency oversight, brand guidelines, and a writer's room for major lore beats. This is completely standard for talent at her scale, but it means her Spanish content has, over time, developed a noticeably more polished, slightly more performed for an audience that needs things explained quality. Longtime bilingual viewers have picked up on this. Her Spanish is correct and fluent, but it is often structured for clarity to a broader, partly monolingual English audience, rather than the genuine, unstructured code switching that happens naturally between two fluent speakers. We have our target. Time to go to war. Su casa Luna, mi casa Luna. Yeah, sure. Oh, hell yeah. We're starting a gang war with the Estrelites. Yeah! Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Alright. The code switching pattern itself is the tell. This is the most concrete and specific thing fans can point to. Real bilingual code switching is messy, contextual, and often mid-sentence or mid-thought. Exactly what Celeste does naturally, and what was noted all the way back in her original demo reel description. Mira's content, by contrast, tends to deliver a clean English segment, then a clean Spanish segment, then translate back. Okay, I can see the rift there. See, this is the first time Claude is actually explaining to me what inauthentic bilingual content looks like. So Mira's like, hola, poquitos. Are you ready to look smacks today, mijos? Yeah, something like that. Or like what they just said, like one, like back to back. All right. Okay. Anyways, a structure. Excuse me. A structure that reads to native bilingual speakers is translated for two audiences rather than, this is just how I naturally talk. It's not bad. It's just legible in a way that real code switching usually isn't. Casaluna's business model optimizes for reach, not specificity. Casaluna's pitch is the dominant Spanish-English agency, as the dominant Spanish language agency, is explicitly about scale, serving the broadest possible pan-Latin American and US bilingual market. That means Mira's Spanish is deliberately neutral, avoiding regional slang, specific cultural references, or anything that would resonate strongly with one community while alienating another. This is smart business. It's also exactly the kind of flattening that makes something feel less like a real person and more like a product, built to not offend anyone. Celeste, by contrast, has been consistently specific rather than neutral. Her established home Spanish, non-professional broadcaster Spanish description from her very first demo reel, her specific regional inflections, the imperfections she's openly acknowledged on stream. The original Gumroad review that circulated said she doesn't perform Spanish, she speaks it, is the clearest articulation of exactly this gap. Mira's skill itself becomes suspicious to a specific audience segment. There's a recognizable pattern in niche, underserved audience content spaces generally. When something explicitly marketed as authentic representation becomes large and corporate enough, a meaningful portion of the original target audience starts to read the scale itself as evidence of compromise. So her Spanish has no accent. I guess so. Not because bigger automatically means fake, but because the audience has learned to associate built to appeal to the widest possible bilingual market with built by people optimizing for market size rather than people optimizing for truthfully representing the experience. That's like if it's like a VTuber was like, you know, I want to represent like the gay community and like make my content around like LGBT rights or something, and then they get like really, really, really big, and people are like, there's not that many gay people. There's not that many LGBT people. You're fake. There's straights here. Okay, thank you so much, Nun, for stopping by. It's good to have you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. If Claude had any balls at all, I would say that what actually happened here is that the root link started as scorned Mira fans who got mad after she had a boyfriend scandal, and all the shit about authentic bilinguals, just them trying to take pot shots at her. Holy shit. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. It is kind of crazy when like the people will dislike someone for one thing and then they'll just like throw a bunch of other. I remember I saw a post that was like about, I don't remember what creator this was about, like someone who makes a TV show or something. And they were like, it's not acceptable to be racist and to talk inappropriately to minors, and also you ruined this character. And people were like, So one of those things is not like the other. Anyways. So, okay. Calyx's origin story reinforces the contrast directly. This is less about Mira specifically and more about narrative contrast in the community. More about narrative contrast that the community has constructed. Calyx's whole arc, the failed Kickstarter. Hombre en el stream! Hombre en el stream! Oh my goodness. The failed Kickstarter, single talent pivot, Celeste's own repeatedly stated discomfort over overproduced or performing, the small-scale handmade merch, the direct unscripted donations and conversations has positioned her in the community's mind as the uncorporatized version of what Mira represents at scale. Fans aren't necessarily evaluating Mira's actual content critically. They are using her as a contrast point to articulate what they value about Calyx. First authentic bilingual VTuber I've encountered is, in practice, often shorthand for the first one that didn't feel like it was made for me rather than by someone like me. And Mira, fairly or not, has become this unspoken reference point for the thing Calyx isn't. Is this fair to Mira? Not entirely. Who cares? I don't care if it's fair. Is it gonna get me ahead? That's what I care about. Okay. Not entirely, and worth holding that complexity if you want to use her as a character going forward. Mira Estrellas is, by all reasonable measures, a talented, fluent, genuinely bilingual performer who built something unreal under real industry constraints most indies never have to navigate. Agency demands, brand safety requirements, a writer's room, sponsor expectations. She didn't choose to become a symbol of inauthenticity. She became successful with an assistant that has structural pressures toward polish and broad appeal. And a portion of the audience has, somewhat unfairly, mapped corporate onto fake without necessarily having a fair basis for that judgment beyond pattern recognition and parasocial preference for the underdog narrative. The irony being that it was made specifically for them by someone who is not like them. Yeah, by ChatGPT. By me! By Rixie Brightful! Famed gringa. Alright, if Calyx and Mita were ever to interact directly in this scenario, which, as established, hasn't happened yet, this exact tension would be genuinely interesting dramatic territory. Mita would have every reason to feel a complicated mix of recognition and quiet hurt at being used as the unspoken fake benchmark by a community that doesn't actually know her, while Calyx's own fans might project a rivalry or contrast onto the interaction that neither creator necessarily wants. So yeah. Okay. I don't know, guys. We ran out of freaking ChatGPT turns. We can ask Claude to generate as many like hypothetical scenarios and stuff as we want. But I have to celebrate Father's Day with Paternal Unit at 7 p.m. So this might be a good place to wrap up. So we fist fight against them. Let me call the homies. No fist fights. No fist fights. But we could add a rivalry. We could add a rivalry with Mita as one of the Wheel of Scenarios potentially. And we could try to we can try to get Calyx out there networking. Maybe not with like those top people, but you know. Ooh, we should ask if there's drama tubers in this world. Wait, I want to do that. Are there drama tubers in this world? What are the biggest VTuber scandals that have happened in this world? Again, make sure you mention no real VTuber names from the real world, and don't specifically mirror a real world drama beat for beat. Okay, there we go. Surely VTuber News Daily is a drama tuber, yeah? Skeptical Sage, aspiring drama tuber. Rivalry. X got pregnant. Y had sex on stream. T was confused with iced tea. Yes, drama tubers exist in this world as an established category, functionally identical to how the term operates in reality. Commentary creators whose entire content model is built around covering controversies, leaks, and conflicts in the VTuber space, often blurring the line between reporting and manufacturing drama. Alright, Veiled Critique. Oh, VTuber Drama Watch! There we go! Veiled Critique, the largest and most influential drama tuber, running a YouTube commentary with a close to 890,000 subscribers? Would that not put them at one of the as one of the higher up VTubers in this world? Would Veiled Critique is so close to Skeptical Sage, I think we just send it. Yeah, maybe that's secretly Skeptical Sage. That could be Skeptical Sage, like, not using his name. Yeah, if this person's a VTuber, wouldn't that put them, like, in the top indie VTubers? Based on the numbers they gave us? Known for long-form investigation videos with dramatic thumbnails and titles like The Truth about agencies' contracts, heavily editorialized but occasionally breaks genuine substantive stories. Widely regarded in the industry as someone agencies both fear and quietly try to stay on good terms with. VT Drama Watch, already established in our scenario, a mid-sized Twitter primary drama account. Around 14,000, 20,000 followers depending on the period, functioning more as an amplifier and curator of drama than an original investigator. Claude understanding that drama mongering is not content. Yeah. All right, tends to platform whatever's already circulating rather than breaking news. Hollow verdict of YouTube. Wait, Static and Sage. Oh, that's gotta be Skeptical Sage down there. That's gotta be him. I'm thinking of the burgers. All right, a YouTube podcast. Hybrid drama tuber duo. Known for a more neutral analysis framing, they present themselves as balanced and fair while consistently choosing angles that generate the most engagement. So wait, why did they put him as second when he only has 20,000 followers? Approximately 410,000 subscribers. Industry reputation is mixed. Does Calyx own drama doesn't count as a big one? I don't know, we'll find out. Some creators have praised them for accuracy. Others accuse them of false even-handedness, the platform's bad faith claims under the guise of just asking questions. Static and Sage, a smaller, newer commentary channel with around 95,000 subscribers that built its audience specifically by covering corporate agency contract disputes, positioning itself as pro-talent and anti-agency almost categorically, which has made it a go-to amplifier for talent grievances, real and exaggerated alike. I feel like maybe they just use the word sage a lot. I feel like Claude maybe just uses the word sage more often. The Lumen Gate Gate. Wait a second. Lumen Gate was real? Major VTuber scandals in this world's history. Lumen Gate was real, you guys. The Lumen Gate wage transparency leak, approximately 2 years before the current events. Static and Chen. An anonymous former contractor at Lumen Gate Entertainment leaked internal payment spreadsheets showing significant pay disparities between talents of similar audience size. Ooh. With the gap correlating suspiciously closely with talent tenure and negotiating leverage rather than performance. The leak was genuine and well documented, unlike Devin's fabricated claims about Starframe. It led to a wave of public talent contract renegotiations across the agency, and several high-profile talents publicly confirming they received improved terms afterward. Generally remembered in the community as a case where several leaking served a legitimate accountability function rather than personal grievance. The collapse of Emberfall Studios. Emberfall is another Warriors cat's ass name. Emberfall Studios, approximately 18 months before current events. A mid-sized agency, Emberfall Studios, collapsed after it emerged the founder had been using new talent onboarding deposits. Talent onboarding deposits, already a huge red flag. And merchandise pre-order funds to cover operational shortfalls from earlier failed talent launches. There should be no such thing as a talent onboarding deposit. That's a scam, you guys. I did not pay. I'll tell you this. I don't think this is a NDA breaking statement. I did not pay 1 penny to Nexus at any point. Okay? I literally, funds never transferred between my hands and Nexus's hands. The only thing I ever paid for was my own commissions that I decided on, okay? Like, like, this is a scam. This is a scam. Anyways. Oh, wait. Part of what I said may not have been accurate, but we're not going to go into it. Okay, anyways. I will rephrase my sentence. I will rephrase what I said. When I first debuted, I did not you can find this all out later 5 years from now, okay? When I first debuted, I was not asked to pay any fee. How about that? Revise my statement. All right. So, where was I? Whatever Richie says is true and I'll stand by it. Okay, listen. Let's just forget I said anything, okay? Forget I said anything. A pyramid, okay, wait. A pyramid adjacent cash flow problem rather than outright fraud, but functionally indistinguishable from the talent's perspective. 3 talents lost months of unpaid earnings. The founder posted a lengthy apology, deleted all socials, and agency formally dissolved. Frequently cited in indie small agency spaces, including by figures like Skeptical Sage and Luna VT in our own scenario. As the cautionary tale that makes people scrutinize new agencies carefully, almost certainly part of why Starframe's own early Kickstarter struggles were treated with much skepticism initially. The Ghost Voice Scandal. What the fuck is this? The Ghost Voice Scandal, 3 years before current events. A talent under a now folded smaller agency was revealed to not be performing her own singing content. A ghost singer had been used for her music releases. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Is it wrong? Is it wrong to have a ghost singer and not disclose? I mean, maybe if you don't disclose it, maybe if you have it in the fine print. I mean, here's the thing with VTubers, it's like, you know, I guess I would feel a little bit weird about it. I guess I would feel a little weird about it. I would feel weird about it if there was a VTuber I followed and they were releasing music and it wasn't their voice. I would feel weird about it, yeah. A ghost singer had been used for her music releases for over a year while she lip-synced mimed during live performances on stream. Yeah, that's a little weird. Discovered when the actual singer came forward after a payment dispute. Considered one of the more clear-cut betrayal of trust scandals in the community's collective memory, as opposed to the more ambiguous contract dispute-style controversies. Talent's career did not recover. She retired from VTubing after 2 months. The Pell Component Community Manager controversy. Uh-oh. Boyfriend! Who is the community manager? The Pell Component Community Manager controversy. Approximately 10 months before the current events. Pell Component's agency assigned community manager was discovered to have been quietly soft bans and shadow muted have quietly soft banning and shadow muting critical but good faith fans. Oh. Darn it. I wanted to be a boyfriend scandal. Why would you go sing a VTuber? Just make the singer the VTuber in the first place. Yeah, that's... I mean, well, okay. Here's the thing with Darius. Here's the situation. Let's say it's someone like me. I would never do this, by the way. I would never have a ghost singer, okay? But let's say it's someone like me, okay, where I'm good at the streaming and the yapping thing, but I'm not so good at the singing thing. That would be the, I guess, the reason. If you wanted this person's personality with this person's voice. Celeste would 100% get busted for having a community manager. Yeah, she would leak it everywhere. She would be like posting leaf emojis like on his Instagram thirst traps or something. It's like getting an athlete, having a ghost runner for a marathon. Well, there's more to VTubing than singing, but I see what you're saying. Not everyone likes being upfront on stream. I already have other songs to ask you to sing next time you do karaoke. It has been a while since I did the karaoke. I could do it. I just have to like find a space, time, space to do it because I have so many other games and stuff that I'm playing and stuff. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing karaoke. All right. So, Pell Component's agency-assigned community manager was discovered to have been quietly soft banning and shadow muting critical but good faith fans, while publicly claiming the community had no moderation issues, which came out via moderator who quit and posted their case logs. Resulted in a public apology from Pell Component, personally, who, I mean, I don't know why, I kind of do like the name Pell Component. Like, something about that, like, rings with me. Who reportedly hadn't known the extent of it. The community manager's removal and a broad community conversation about agency-assigned moderation versus talent-trusted volunteer moderation. By the way, I'm picturing Pell Component as, like, a really sexy tomboy. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's true. Can I tell Claude to make Pell Component a very androgynous tomboy? Can that please happen? Broader community conversation about agency-assigned moderation versus talent-trusted volunteer moderation. A conversation that indirectly touches on exactly the kind of organic, community-trusted moderation structure Starframe has benefited from with figures like Marstar VT and the now cosmetic garden helper role. With a baritone voice? I don't know about baritone. The Casalina authenticity audit backlash. Okay, they're just making shit up now. This one is most directly relevant to Mid-Astra's conversation. Casalina talents stung by exactly the kind of feels corporate no authentic criticism circulating Mira and several of their other bilingual talents ran an internal initiative requiring talents to incorporate more unscripted, natural bilingual moments. This is a direct response to Calyx. Okay, now, okay, listen. It's clearly making stuff. It's clearly making this up specifically because I mentioned it before. But if you put this incident 4 months before current events, this is obviously a response to Calyx's existence. Yeah. Which backfired spectacularly when fans recognized the spontaneous code-switching moments were clearly being prompted by producers via an earpiece. That's kind of... Okay, that's kind of insane. Having your managers or something like in your ear while you're streaming to tell you're doing things wrong, that's crazy. Based on identical phrasing appearing across multiple talent streams within the same week. The backlash cemented rather than dispelled the performed authenticity reputation Casaluna had been trying to shake, and is widely referenced as the moment that is this authentic and produced conversation around bilingual VTubing became a defined community discourse, rather than a vague feeling. This is almost certainly the single biggest reason Calyx's organic, unscripted bilingual content has received such specific industry intensity it has. Okay. I can't believe Lumen Gate was real. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up now. But next time we're going to try to get Calyx. We're gonna try to get Calyx out there a little bit more, get her networking. Thank you, Toaster. Get her networking a little more. Alright. Let's find someone to raid.
Morning in the Discord.
Alright, I'm going to raid Omihari. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but they told me to call them Omi. So I'm gonna raid Omi, who I think is playing Ace Attorney. They just started though, so we'll see. If they switch categories. Okay. Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to wish Fraternal Unit a happy Father's Day. Alright. Babies tomorrow! Yes, babies tomorrow! New Tomodachi baby being born tomorrow. I'm excited. Alright. Bye, Blue and Blue. Bye, Caesar. Bye, Twitter Ponies. Bye, Toaster. Bye, Matherius. Bye. Did I say Caesar? Bye, Caesar. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jinkater. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lurkers. Bye, kiss. Mwah. Bye-bye.